Wait for the noties to go out as per usual, but till then I'm just gonna chat some shite to myself while I wait. Give it a few minutes. So I just got the YouTube notification. So Twitch should already pretty much be getting ready to go live any second. So very quickly, I think I've already done my settings. I think I have, yeah. So I've set my FOV and everything up. Okay, I just clicked solo. Apparently it's already solo. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's only Dare Anfang available. That's fine. Okay, so here we go. First ever game on Vanguard's... I was going to say Cold War then. Vanguard Zombies. Dare Anfang. It's my live reaction. Let's see what we got. Bren. I'm going to go with the STG. Go with the STG. See what this is like. Whoa.
You are here. This is Professor Kraft. Your artifacts show that you bonded with powerful entities.
Hang on, let me make sure the game volume isn't like extremely loud. Hey Rob, how's it going, man? Nice sub count. Thank you. It's good, isn't it? Yo, this is mad. I mean, it does feel eerily similar to Cold War, which I like, but it's got that, like, Modern Warfare feel to it as well. So it's a little different. Let me just... What's going on here? Okay. Blaze it. 420, blaze it. Right, okay. Oh, it doesn't pause entirely. See, right, gameplay. There's a bit of a problem here because movement, automatic sprint. I know what I did before. Yeah, automatic sprint. Sprint cancels reload. No. Do we want that? Let me... No, we don't want that. Right, so... Okay. What should we do first? Should we do harvest? What's through there? Is that Jug? Where's this? I don't even know these maps. I know that Shino's in it, but... That's literally all I know is Shino Numa. There's a map with a windmill. I remember seeing that in the reveal. Is the other one Red Star?
Cortifex's containment spell slowly drains your demonic partner's energy.
Oh, wonderful. So what do I have to do?
Find the armless, defeated runestones, and we can take that what Cortifex steals.
Okay. So I feed it rune stones. I assume. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so we get it from kills. Interesting. And it is like Outbreak as well, where ammo can drop. So that's also quite neat. Deposit runestones to the Soul Eater. You've got objectives. Nice. Exactly. It's interesting. It's something for me, you know, to do. Keep me entertained. Find it plaything. I don't like you. I have feelings. I just want to try and get to the level where you can unlock loadouts so I can start unlocking camos. I can really start the grind. Yo. Level 2 on the gun, though. Maybe I can already start unlocking camos and stuff for them? Possibly? Uh-oh. Why did it just start reloading? Randomly on its own. There we go. I've got a few more there. Ethereal Haste. Boost speed. Okay. So I can't afford that yet, clearly. Returning to Stalingrad. Okay.
Stolen power. Delectable. Oh, I could curl up and sleep right now. So satisfying.
What?
Excellent. We need a symbiotic spirit
Oh,
at full strength.
okay.
That barrier's down. Excellent.
Ooh.
Now do it again.
Focus just went on the camera. There we go, and we're back in the room. Ah, Jug! Yay! Awesome. So, well, so you can just get the perk, and then the perk is free, I guess, and then you just have to pay for upgrades. Because I still got the same amount of points as I had. Looks alright, to be fair. I mean, it's okay. Like, my first impressions are that, you know, it's okay. It reminds me of Cold War Zombies. It's just on the Modern Warfare engine rather than the Cold War engine. But I mean, I just wish that they had the main quest ready and stuff. It automatically sent you back to the start. Yeah, so basically you have the hub bit, which is this bit. And then you go to 3 different areas, like 3 different maps that you can go to, basically. And then some other little rooms, and you have to open up the hub world, which is this area in Stalingrad. So by completing all the little objectives in the different worlds, you can unlock different areas back here. Essentially. That's how it works. So, let's go to... Oh, pack a punch!
This little forge thing can make your weapons roar.
Okay. Harvest again? Do I want to do another harvest? I kind of want to do something different. So do... Well, that's Red Star. We'll do this one. I like the feel, though, of it being like an occult. Like an occult vibe. That satanic sort of vibe to it makes a bit of a difference. I feel like I've set the safe area a bit dodgy. Because there's like a black line at the top of the screen still. I think I've naffed it a bit. How do you... Oh, so you... There we go. That'll be why. Fancy playing tonight with me? I mean, I can do. I mean, I'm off for like the next week and a bit now, so... I'll be playing constantly, non-stop. Time until extracted. So what, do I just have to kill, I guess? Oh, fucking bring it, pussy lips. Right, so I guess I can't... Yeah, I'm blocked by that. That's fine. Zombies down there. Zombies up here. What's that? Satanic Joel, you need devil ears, mate, while you play Stalingrad next time. I should have some, like, devil horns. I have devil wings. They were for Halloween. But, legit, like, I'll probably wear them, like, next stream, which will be tomorrow. I've actually got, like, black feather wings. It's weird, don't ask. Perhaps. I didn't even get to see if there was a new perk in this area. That's one of the interesting things as well about this, is that each time you go to one of these maps again, it's a little bit different from the last time. Oh. Update. All Vanguard Zombies lobbies, public, private, or solo, will run on dedicated servers starting at launch for the smoothest experience possible. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. I feel like that's what Cold War should have had, but fair play to them. How's the zombies? I heard they aren't this great. You know what? Like, I heard the same today. I've been reading on Twitter and stuff. I didn't want to see anything, but, like, gameplay-wise, but I just wanted to hear what people's thoughts on it were. It's okay. You know what? I'll say it. It's okay. From what I've experienced so far, I like it. Is it, like, the greatest thing ever? Probably not. But, you know, I think one thing they could have done was had a main quest on release that they unlocked, like, an hour later or something, or the next day, maybe. Did they really get rid of round-based? No, they haven't. Basically, what they've done on release is it's going to work as, like, a hybrid between Outbreak and round-based, and then I don't know if down the line, are they going to introduce more round-based maps, like, as just round-based, or if they're going to continue with this mold in this game, and then in the next Treyarch game, they'll go back to round-based. I'm not sure, but it's still round-based in a way. It's just, like, sort of mixed with Outbreak. Which is kind of cool, because at the end of the day, it's still rounds. It still works in rounds. As you can see in the top right, it still says round 3. It's you just have to complete objectives along with killing. I didn't really like Outbreak. I mean, that's fair enough. It wasn't everyone's cup of tea. Outbreak for me was just a different way of playing. So I'd go and play round-based, and then if I was a little bit bored and wanted more of a casual experience for the day, you go and play Outbreak. And then if you want more of a run-and-gun, fast-action game, you play round-based. I think if they give us, maybe in a month's time, if they bring out a map and it is round-based, then everyone would be happy. Even if they just separate the little maps from this, like Shinonuma and some of the other multiplayer maps, and just turn them into round-based maps, I think everyone would be kind of happy with that. Because it's something, at least. I think the biggest mistake they can make is by not putting round-based in some way, on its own, like an actual round-based game mode. Because it's traditional zombies. I don't mind them breaking away in some ways, but death blow, critical kills return, a bullet to the clip. Cryo freeze, successive shots on the same zombie deal more damage. We'll go cryo freeze. Just a fan of zombies over MP. I saw the skins weren't looking great, so it already brought me down a little. I mean, yeah, I prefer zombies over multiplayer and that, so I get where you're coming from there. Yeah, we'll go for that as well. But I mean, I've seen the Dark Ether camo, which it kind of looks alright. So I'm going to grind for that and stuff. Not trying to be one of those people, but $100 is a lot to not play, you know. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying. It's just the way it is, unfortunately, isn't it? It is stupid, but it's just the world we live in, unfortunately. It shouldn't be like that, but I do get what you're saying, though.
Go give Cortifex the death of 1,000 cuts.
Granted, the last few CODs for camos, this one I might not, sadly. I don't blame you. Cold War and, like, the Treyarch games I've always grinded for camos. The other ones not so much, because I've never been bothered. But I get what you're saying about this one. It's not... Some of the other camos look a bit boring. And, like, the standard camos, not even the, like, the master camos, just the regular run-of-the-mill camos don't look great. I mean, maybe they'll change it, I don't know. Just trying to find someone who's real, not paid to say it's great. Yeah, I respect that. I can tell you right now, I'm not paid. In terms of, like, content creators, your boys are nobody, so I'm a nobody. And in fairness, even if they did pay me, and I can guarantee you this right now, I'm a man of my word, I can promise you that, I wouldn't even take the payment to say something great about a game, because I think it's oh, a camo. It's only great to, it's only right to say what you really think rather than just saying a fake opinion because of cash, because at the end of the day, I would feel wrong for giving someone a false opinion and then they go and buy whatever it is that I'm giving the opinion about, and then they're like, well, you were wrong, it sucks. I'd feel bad for that. That's the main thing that would drive me away from doing something like that. Plus, I think Activision would only ever ask me once. They'd be like, okay, you need to give your honest opinion about this, and we'll see what happens. And then I'd go, right, well, the game is okay, but I think you could do better. And they'd be like, okay, don't put him down for the next one. I feel like they would definitely do that. They'd be like, okay, he's not on the list for the next game. Yeah, I saw that also. Exactly. Hey, Rick, how's it going? Yeah. Honestly, without thinking, what would you say about it? Honestly, I think they could do better. Just straight away, I think they could do better. Not Treyarch themselves. I think Activision are the main problem for me. That's without me thinking. Activision are the main problem. Because they rush games every year. Think about it. Treyarch have just made their own game that was previously rushed. Cold War, they shouldn't have made the last COD. It wasn't their year. It should have gone Modern Warfare, then Sledgehammer's game. Treyarch took that over. Now it's round to Sledgehammer again, which should have been Treyarch's game. And Treyarch are then having to create zombies in this game. It's mad. They're being rushed every single year. It's crazy. No wonder they can't keep up with... Like, I don't blame them for not having a round-based map. How are they supposed to create all of this content without any time? And that's not me having to go at you, by the way. I'm just, like, I get dead triggered by that stuff because, you know, I do see a lot of content creators, and I won't name names, because they have a right to their own opinion and stuff, and I respect that. But I see a lot of people bitching about Treyarch and stuff, and I'm just like, I get it. You're disappointed. But at the end of the day, with Cold War, I was happy to just have what I had because they took over a game that was a mess. And they made it into something playable. And I really enjoyed Cold War. I loved Cold War Zombies. Played it every day. You are right. Hey, how's it going, man? I would rather have one COD with many updates for years over each year. Yeah. Dude, I agree. Yeah. I'm glad you agree. I would like a COD game that is just supported for multiple years and you don't have to worry about a new game coming out the year like straight after. Because it is a bit stupid having a game every single year. Because eventually it does just feel a bit watered down in a way, if that makes sense. Like, you get a bit sick of it. Like, I'd be more than happy if they just said, like, okay, you can have like a Modern Warfare every year, but a Treyarch game will come out every 2 years. Although it would depress me because I'd love a Treyarch game every year, I'd rather give Treyarch the time to make something solid, because Treyarch always knock it out the park when they have the time. Apart from Black Ops 4. But we'll ignore that one. That was... I'll give them the pass on that one. Cold War was another era in history too. Yeah, Cold War was a fantastic fucking game. One of the few games I've played where the good ending is bad and the bad ending is good. Cold War, that is. Yeah. Transmit. You know what? I'm gonna pack a punch. I don't know if this is an intentional choice, by the way.
I wonder if you can cook food in there.
But there's no pack a punch camo in this game so far. I don't know if that's intentional yet. I'll have to look into it. But okay. So you can create armor at least. But you can't do rarity on weapons this year. Dude, you grind and then bang the new game and have to do it again. It's just getting old. Oh, I agree. I agree. Like, it is getting old. Just start the game, grind, and then you get the stuff. And then by the time you've got the stuff, the game's near enough halfway finished. And you don't really get to enjoy it all that much. And then you do it the next year. I am finally not alone with you. I know, yeah. It's like we were I was playing Playtime with Poppy, or Poppy Playtime, sorry, and it was just me and you chilling. And World War II as well, yeah. What? Dude, you're breaking my heart. I agree with you, by the way. I just think, like, I don't know. I think, I don't know what it is about the older games. I know it's probably, people put it down to nostalgia with old Call of Duty games, by the way. Like, before I say it, people will always say, oh, it's down to nostalgia. People just always moan about the older Call of Duties being better because it's nostalgia, and it's not just that though. Like, they had like a personality to them. Like my favorite games of all time in terms of Call of Duty, you're talking World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and I loved Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is one of my all-time favorite games, not even just Call of Duty. Dude, where are the zombies? It's because it's like, remember when I was saying to you that's like a hybrid of Outbreak? It's got that Outbreak style where the zombies aren't always aggro and they won't go across the entire map to get you. So you basically have to run around and find them. That's one of the only things I don't like about this starting area so far, is that finding them. It's good in a way because I can talk to you guys, so it's got that chill factor to it, so I can talk to you guys at least. But it's when I'm trying to find them. I have the mini map at least, but Shino, let's go. This is nostalgia. This is the nostalgia I needed, baby. This is the nostalgia. That Poppy playtime was freaking weird, man. Got serious Silent Hill vibes when you were live. I know, yeah. Like, I was scared, but I wasn't scared playing it. Like, I did jump a few times. I loved BO2 Zombies. Yeah, it was... BO2 was disappointing at the start because of transit, like basically how it was delivered. Like, they didn't obviously get to execute the game exactly how they wanted. And I think if they had the time again, and on a better generation of console as well, transit could have been something special. But I mean, it still brought us classics like Buried and Origins and Mob of the Dead, so I don't even want to talk about Die Rise. I hated that map. It was just far too glitchy for me. But yeah, there was still classics on that game. The MP was amazing on BO2 as well. The same with BO1 for me. Nostalgia is the way forward for most. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It can be partly down to nostalgia. Like, I do find myself going back and playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and World at War sometimes. I do it sometimes when I don't have anything else to play. I go back and play them, and I feel good when I play them because it reminds me of being like 12 years old, 13 years old. And I'll happily admit that. Right, but it doesn't feel like zombies, man. No, I get you. I get you. Don't worry. It does feel like we've strayed so far. Like, I get we need to innovate and some things need to change so it doesn't get too stale. But there are some things I don't think you should change. I think if they'd have brought in Outbreak from the start in this game, in Vanguard, and had Outbreak and round-based, and that's not me complaining about this not being entirely round-based, by the way. I'm just saying, like, if they'd have separated them like they did in Cold War, where you have the Vanguard, like, Outbreak, and then Vanguard round-based, I think it would have worked. If I'd have had Dare and Fang as one map in Outbreak from the start, and then a round-based map with a main quest as well, I think it would have felt a lot more like traditional zombies. There's another camo already. I think that's the only thing that's sort of missing at the minute, is that traditional, that proper zombies feel. I think it just feels a little too alien at the minute. I think that's the problem. And I don't think alienating your player base is a very good idea. I mean, like I said before, I feel sorry for Treyarch because every single year, somehow they get bullshitted out of time. Every single year. I won't like make excuses for people or anything like that, but it is the case. Like, anyone with a brain can tell that Treyarch literally gets screwed every single year. It's like, oh, don't worry guys, you're not making a game for 2 years. Oh wait, sorry, this other company just fucked up. We're gonna need you to make the next game, or we're gonna need you to make the zombies for the next game. And then you're gonna need to do your own game 2 years later. It just baffles me. Like, Activision are the problem. You don't need to make a game every year. You don't. Other companies have proven this. You do not need to make a game every year. Take a break, fam. Take a break.
Don't stop now. But
Rip, Adam's elevator moment. Oh, hands down one of the best moments I've ever had in a game. Oh, Joel, new perk, new perk! It's the fact he did the elevator sound effect as well, as if he was falling. Like, he didn't have to do it, but he just did it anyway. Upgrading that jug to tier 3. I know we can do that. Oh, insta-kill. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I've got to say, though, one thing I don't like that's a change from Vanguard to Cold War is that the tier upgrades are done game to game. So once you go into a new game, you have to do it again. Whereas in Cold War, you upgraded your tiers in the menu and it stayed like that every single game. Whereas when you go into every new game now, you have to buy your tiers every single game. And I get why they've done it, because it adds, like, something to do in each game, but I liked it more when I knew that I'd already got that shit done, if you get me. I liked earning my Ethereum crystals and using them to buy tiers to improve perks and gun classes and sets and stuff. I don't know, I thought it was a good change. Right, hang on just a second, guys. Let me just clear these out in this area and then I will read the chat again. I don't even know what that perk was. I think that was Deadshot that I just bought, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. I remember the old Call of Duty for PS2. World War II reminded me of Medal of Honor on the D-Day mission. That would have been, what, Call of Duty 2? Medal of Honor Frontline was horrendous. That D-Day mission was heartbreaking. Saving as many as possible, then watching them die anyway. It had to be realistic in some way, didn't it? What was that? Was that a gammon bomb? Keep that. I want to know what that is. A gammon bomb? Is that the one that blows up on, like, on contact? Is that what gammon bomb is? I remember hearing about gammon bombs in history. I think that's what gammon bombs are. They're contact grenades. Or am I tripping? I could be tripping to be a... Well, this is awkward. But, sorry, like, I've been streaming for, like, nearly half an hour and I haven't even bothered to ask how you guys are doing. How's everyone doing? Everyone having a good day? Or evening or afternoon? Wherever you are in the world. How you guys doing? How rude of me. I like this hub area, by the way. I know that the further down the line you get, like higher the round, the more hectic it gets in the hub world. And I'd kind of like that because it's not a bad area to build up points in. The very limited points you can earn anyway. If you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, right now, apart from earning points, I'm trying to find speed cola. I will be honest with you. And I know that there's apparently chests you can find lying around that can drop guns. And I'd really love a secondary gun so that I can reload cancel. Right, there's a door down there, but I want to see what's back here. What's that?
We are new to you, human, but your kind is not new to us. Nothing has been new in eons.
How do they not see me here, by the way?
Time began, we of the Dark Ether have been at war. And none know the ways of warfare but you and I. For this reason, the mightiest lord of the Dark Ether, Cortex the Deathless, placed me in command of its armies.
Oh, so you used to be his bitch, essentially.
Wars upon his rivals, and for a time, it seemed we would crush them. But Cortex is a cruel master. Loyalty is something he
Cortex sounds like a bit of a bitch as well.
requires. As I watched
It's Friday tomorrow, which means Kate gets her chicken wings. Happy wife, happy life. It's the way forward, Rick. That's why whenever I have food, I just throw it at Casey.
he sees the human Von List as the means to that end. There are those in the Dark Ether who would
Interesting. So it's setting up a bit of a... Alright, so that's how you get speed cola in there then. So I'm going to have to do this objective to open that up. Where are we going now? The windmill map again. What is it, harvest? Yeah, it's the way forward really, isn't it? Just throw food at women and they're happy again. In fairness, if people threw food at me, I'd be happy. Ever in a mood, just throw food at me. So here you go, Joel. You're not you when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. I don't like Snickers actually, but throw a galaxy at me or something. Not like an actual, you know, interdimensional galaxy. Don't do that. I'd be pretty pissed about that. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like a bigger area. I'm happy about this. Yeah. There we go. I think that's full volume. Sorry about that, guys. Rubber grip. But yeah, so at the minute you can't pause it while you play solo for some reason, which is a little bit frustrating because right then I just went to pause it. And mute myself, but then I realized last second that you, for some reason, can't pause it. Well, I haven't used this yet. What is it? Is this energy mine? That's quite cool, actually. Not gonna lie, I want to use Invictus so I can use Ring of Fire. I want Ring of Fire. This STG is kind of neat, you know. I dig it. One more and we can finish this area. I need speed cola. Stop calling me a plaything. I can't wait for the main quest to come out, though. I'm quite interested to see how they're going to go about it. Is it going to be like Outbreak was, where, you know, it's got those Oh, no. I just see a machine gun. Someone's shooting a machine gun at me. Oh, no. I just remembered what's on this map. It's the machine gun dude, isn't it? Wait, is he dead? I killed him with the nuke, apparently. I'll say I'm a little bit sus about these other Dark Ether guards, though. I don't know if I'm a big fan of these other Donnies, though. I don't entirely trust them. I mean, at least we know that they're kind of dead, though. Because your boy Zykov just swallows them, doesn't he? So
And I are recruiting new allies from the Dark Ether.
I can take us to the place where our emissary awaits.
okay, so at this point, I think this is where the main quest would really start in the updated version. When they finally bring the main quest out, because that sounds like something that would introduce the first step to the main quest or something. It's like, oh, I can bring us to that area. Like, right, okay. Monkey Bomb. So I'm looking forward to when the main quest finally comes out. How much we got? 13. Right, let's get Speed Cola then.
Straight from the top shelf of hell.
First Quencher.
Own eyes just beg to get shot.
Yeah, let's upgrade that. What are we on? Tier 3. How much is it for the 4th tier? 7,500. Bloody hell. Tell you what, we'll go upgrade the... Where's the headshot one again? Where's Deadshot? Headshot one. Deserve a slap for calling it that. Where is Deadshot? Oh no. Oh no. I walked out the door and I was like, okay. What did he drop? Is that a sniper rifle? My man just had a massive machine gun and you're telling me all he dropped was a sniper rifle? It is, it's a Car 98K, isn't it? Nah, mate. What's that? Demolition charge.
I'll take it.
That's kind of cool. I think it's in this building. There we go. I don't know how many times I'm going to be able to buy it, but...
The worse it tastes, the better it is for you.
Ah, not enough. There's another big boy up here somewhere.
Works like a charm.
I'm loving the occult stuff in this, though. It just gives it a new vibe.
Look easy.
I can hear him stamping around somewhere. Is he out here? There he is. Kobe! Yep, contact grenade. I knew they were. I remember learning about them in history.
Right in the nut.
And again, it has been like nearly a decade since I was in school, so... well, that's depressing. To even think about. A Bren.
Oh yeah. I'll rain fire on their asses.
Alright, well we got a few more upgrades on our stuff, which is good. Well, I could probably get an upgrade, a third upgrade on Deadshot then, before I go in, because critical kills all the way forward, let's face it. Transmit. Is that going to be the... Is that going to be the escort one? I wonder.
That put the lead in my pencil.
We just need to get 4th tier on them, and also some more tiers on Stamina Up, and I think it's Quick Revive in a way. Or it's got like the regeneration ability of Quick Revive, where your health comes back faster. I'm gonna open my Festive Friends. Not sponsored, by the way. I just really like Festive Friends.
Follows a floating orb. It seeks a floor in the barrier spell.
Okay.
It carries a message to my allies in the dark.
Oh, I like the narrative side of it. So it's carrying a message to the other allies then. Dark Ether allies. So other gods, I assume, that aren't already involved. Or maybe just general Dark Ether soldiers. Maybe there are other gods. Well, there will be, because there'll be other abilities from like Cold War that we haven't got yet. I'd love to see what these other gods are. It's like, God, I've forgotten all of the field upgrades. Where are we actually going here? Over here? Speed run. Speed run. I'm trying to think now what the other abilities are. Hey, Master. I'm just going to call you Master. Why not? Hey, Master, how's it going? Can I ask you a question if you don't mind? Fire away, my friend. Fire away. Go ahead.
Let us hope whoever answers is not
Of course you can.
worse than court defects. Kills the enemy.
I forgot I got another achievement. So I'm just trying to update the chat. How is this game so far? Is it worth to buy? Because I live in a country the price of it is a month's salary. I want to make sure it's worth it. Jeez, a month's salary? Fucking hell. Honestly, I mean, I'm enjoying it. But I mean, this is still my first game, so I haven't, you know, tried to play it more than once yet. I think that would be the real test of it, to see if it's replayable in a way. I mean, if it's worth a month's salary, I would say wait. I would say wait. Because at the end of the day, there's only this one map, and it's not even round-based technically. There's no main quest in it yet. So honestly, if it was me, I'd say wait. Just wait. Wait till you've got a bit more money behind you and, you know, be a bit sensible with it. You're not really missing out on anything right now. You're really not. There's only one map. It's not traditional round-based in a sense. And, I mean, there's not even intel to collect really yet. Never mind a main quest. There's not a lot you can do in the game at the minute. So I would recommend waiting. In my honest opinion. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it so far. But I only play zombies, really. So, you know, maybe you want to play the multiplayer as well. And the campaign. But, honestly, I don't think there's enough in there to warrant you spending a month's salary on it. I'd say wait. Play it on the safe side. It's kind of hard to wait in my country. It'll get much higher price by days. Oh shit, really? Even like the standard edition? I mean, if it's going to get higher in price, then like... I mean, you don't really have a choice. You'd have to get it while it's at its cheapest price then, I guess. But I mean, I don't want to say to you to spend all that money on it and then you not enjoy it. I think that'd be really, really unfair, to be honest. I think one of the more sensible things you could do then is just see as many content creators online as you can, see what, like, you know, their opinions and see what they're saying, and then just kind of weigh up the pros and the cons. So that if I could be honest with you right now, am I enjoying it? Yes. Will I continue to enjoy it? Probably, yeah. Would I tell people to go and buy it? Probably not. Because I don't think right now there's enough content in there, in the game, to justify spending that amount of money on it. But, like you just said, it will probably get more expensive in your country. So if right now it's at its cheapest that it could be, then I'd probably say get it. So at least, if you're not going to play it yet and there's not enough content in it, you at least have it while it's at its cheapest, before you're going to have to spend, like, a crazy amount of money on it. Because I wouldn't want you to spend, like, stupid amount of money on a game and then not enjoy it. Another achievement. Shocking behavior. It's a shock and pun. Holy crap. Is this pack-a-punched? It is pack-a-punched. Whoa. Sorry, I will read the chat. Sorry. Give me a second. Maybe that gun was pack-a-punched when I got it from the chest then. I was thinking for a second, like, maybe your guns just share pack-a-punch levels? But that would just be stupidly overpowered. Drop a monkey bomb. Oh, that threw before I even let go of it. Oh, the recoil on that is heavy. Get rid of this dude. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't even pause it. Give me like 10 seconds, guys, and I will talk to you. I'm so sorry. It's because, look, solo doesn't pause. So I can't even just pause the game to talk to you, otherwise I would. I really, really would, trust me. There we go. I kind of like your opinion. I can wait till the Christmas to see if Blizzard will give it a discount for it. They probably will, to be honest, because, let's face it, at Christmas, it's prime time. Kids' parents will be buying them and things like that, so you're not going to put the price up, you'd put the price down. Sell more copies, you'd make even more money than you would having it at standard retail price or even higher. I think it goes down to people's choice. Yeah, 100%. Everyone's going to have a different opinion, obviously. I hate this economy. Hey, I hear you. The economy is fucking shit, and it's probably only going to get worse.
Continues to drain your demon's power.
I get, yeah, like 50 to 70 pounds a game is roughly what it's at for this generation of console and on PC, because they have to match the price for console, obviously. You're really good at this game. Thank you. I appreciate that, especially considering it's my first game. I thought I was doing kind of lame, to be honest, because I'm not used to this engine. Although I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, honestly. I'm just not used to the Modern Warfare engine. I'm used to the Cold War engine, where it's a bit more like... There's a bit more pace to it on Cold War, I find. Alright, so you have to actually manually scroll to the side on this. That might bother me a little bit over time. Because Cold War, you just press A, and it's instantly upgraded to the next bit. Thank you, bro. I'm enjoying the game. Oh, good. I appreciate that, though, by the way. Kind words. I appreciate it, honestly. You don't know how much I actually appreciate that. It's always nice to hear. Thank you. So I'm probably just going to be streaming Vanguard for the next week and a bit. I mean, if I can help other people pick, you know, what they think, help people what they think about it. You know, people are unsure whether or not they want to get it, and then they find my stream and they're like, you know, is it worth getting? And I say to them, at the minute, content-wise, no. But if you like the look of it and you're watching me play it and you think it looks good, try it out. Or I seen Milo tweet it out actually today. Wait until a free access weekend, because they usually do them quite early on. And it helps with sales on their end, so I don't see why they wouldn't do it. I just realised again as well, I've not been to this altar. Slowed or stunned enemy. Cryo freeze. When shooting while stationary. I already have that, don't I? Oh, it's telling me to get a third one. Okay. Slowed or stunned enemies. I'll go Unholy Ground, because I feel like I will be stood still at some point. Hey, Master, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Sorry, we'll catch... January deals too. Good point. January deals. You can't imagine how it is living in Iran. We are kind of fighting with zombies in real life. Shit, man, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even ask where you were from. I apologize. I can't even imagine what that's like. You're not wrong. Swifty, hi, mate. How are you on the game? You want to know how I'm on the game? Basically, I don't know where you live in the world, obviously, but depending on what console you're on, it's harder on PlayStation, but if you're on Xbox, there's an easy way to cheat the system. You just go into your settings on your profile, change the region to New Zealand, and you can play like 12 hours early. That's how people have been doing it all day, because the embargo lifts early, and you can stream it and record it and play it in general just early. So that's what I did. I did it last year for Cold War as well. Everyone try hard in the multiplayer. You're the first person playing zombies. It was cool to see you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Honestly. I imagine people would be getting stuck into MP straight away because they're trying to race to prestige and stuff. Bloody frog emoji in the chat. But yeah, there is a way to do it on PlayStation, by the way. I know what it is, but it's just really difficult compared to Xbox. You have to make like a new account. It's just not like a PSN, like a paid account for online. It's just a regular account. But then when you are selecting the account, you have to create a the account on a different region and then use that account while still signed into your main account. Whereas with Xbox, you just go on your main account and switch region. And it's simple as that, and you can switch back and forth whenever you want. So I'll be able to switch back to UK after midnight, and it'll be fine. I can continue playing the game. Winter Boulder, how's it going? What's your thoughts on the game? You're actually not even the first person to ask that. So many people have asked that already. That's not me having a go, by the way. I'm just saying, like, it's actually quite a popular question so far, this stream. What's my thoughts on it? It's good. It's good. It's, like, I'm enjoying it. But whether or not would I recommend it to people right now to go and spend, like, £60 or $60 or whatever on it? No, because I don't think... If you're a zombies guy, I wouldn't get it yet. If you're into everything, like campaign, multiplayer, then definitely. I think there's probably a lot of content in there for you to just get stuck in. But if you're looking to just play zombies like I am, I don't think... Hey, no, don't apologize. Don't apologize. I didn't mean it like you shouldn't ask. I was just saying, like, you're actually not the first person to ask that. So, like, that's actually quite impressive that a lot of people are wondering what it's like. If you are a multiplayer guy as well, then I would recommend getting it, because I think there's enough in there for you to play and enjoy, in my honest opinion. But if you're like me and you're just zombies, I don't think there's enough in there right now to justify you spending that amount of money on it. Like, don't be like me, basically, is what I'm saying. Don't be like me and spend £100 or $100 on the game just for zombies, because I stupidly did that. I keep seeing negativity that isn't worth it at the moment, and how this is a huge problem needed to be brought up to the higher-ups at Activision. Yeah, something needs to be said, I think. I don't think it needs to be negative, like you're saying there, like there's a lot of negativity. I don't think the conversation needs to be negative. I think that there is positives, but one thing that really needs to change is the... Oh, wait, it does share Pack-a-Punch. Whoa, holy shit. The one thing that definitely needs to change is the calendar releases. So instead of having yearly releases, they need to do it like every couple of years. Or at least give your devs more time to produce these games. Because Treyarch are smashing games out every single year, and they shouldn't be. You little bitch. I heard you as well. You know, they need time to really create something concrete, like anyone should, and anyone does. Like, Infinity Ward, why are they not getting dragged out to help create Vanguard content? Vanguard shouldn't even have zombies. I realize that Treyarch probably did want to create a World War II style game, and it just made sense. But giving them so little time to really do that was just such a bad move by Activision. I think that's the only thing that really bothers me, and I feel so sorry for Treyarch developers, because, you know, they're just wanting to focus on their own games, and they're just being dragged into other people's games. And it is really sad to see. There needs to be narratives, yeah. Yeah, but we need to be firm and forward about our issue to get it resolved. Oh, I'm with you there. Like, I think for so many years we've just sort of, like, had content creators saying it. And this isn't me shitting on them or anything, by the way. I'm just saying, like, it's the only sort of voice that we've had as a community is through... I know we've had social media, obviously, but you can't just go around saying shit on social media. So content creators have been the way for us to really express how we feel about the whole situation. And I think as a community, we, like you said, we do need to be a bit more assertive and a bit more firm with Activision. We need to say, like, look, you're taking the piss a bit. I appreciate that you've gone free to play with certain things and you can earn more things. Battle Pass, all good moves. Having Warzone free to play, brilliant move. But there are still things that could be done. There's still more things you could improve on. I think bundles, for instance, in the store do not need to be the price that they are for the content that you get. And that's not me shitting on the content that they put into the bundles, because some of them are so good. Some of them are really, really fun to get. But for the price that you pay, like, you're talking like 20 quid for one bundle. Or $20, should I say. $20 for one bundle. No. No. You should be spending $20 on like 4 or 5 bundles Not one. That's one thing that for sure I would say, like, no, big change needed there. I get why they're that expensive because, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of work probably goes into them. And you need to recoup the money that you're spending to have them made back. But at the end of the day, if you're putting out a $20 bundle, and let's just say you need to recoup that in, like, $2,000. A lot of people are buying those bundles. You're making more than triple, 4 times, 5 times that money. So you don't need to have it at $20. You could have a $5 bundle, right? And it costs $2,000 to make, right? You're making that money back plus, like, on the same day, most likely. If it's a good enough bundle, easily they're making more than what they've spent. Easily. For sure, brother, yeah. It seems as if they don't listen, ever, honestly, since BO4 and on. Yeah, I mean, I'd noticed that as well from when BO4 released. Obviously, there was a lot of, like, tension in the community because it seemed like Activision and Treyarch and all of the other devs weren't really listening. And then Treyarch did actually really start that off in a way, for me, being more open in BO4, in the BO4 lifecycle, when they were quite open with the community. And even during Cold War, sorry, I just burped. Even during Cold War, they were very open. And I really liked that. But in some ways, like, I think they were a little too closed off still, especially Activision. Like, they're better than they used to be. But it still seems like they're a little too, like, closed off from the rest of the world. It's like, yeah, you give us your money, and we'll give you the game, and then you just be happy about it. It's like, well, brother, no. I'm not going to be happy about it because I'm not exactly getting everything that I paid for and that was basically promised when I paid for it. I mean, again, not me ranting about it, because I am happy playing this, and I'm happy I bought it. But one thing I would have been a lot happier with, and was the intention when I paid for the game, when I pre-ordered it, was that there would be a main quest available on day 1, or even the second day, and I wouldn't have to wait until after the first season, which comes a month later, to possibly play a main quest. That's the only thing that really grinds my gears at the minute. Hashtag Hades rants, hashtag Patreon, hashtag OnlyFans. I couldn't imagine having an OnlyFans. I wouldn't, nobody would subscribe to it, so yeah. Negotiations between the game creators. Yeah. I do feel bad for Treyarch ever since BO4. With all the hate they received, I know damn well they're burnt out on zombies, and I think as a community, we too are a little burned out. In a sense, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, if I could have zombies every year, I would, but I wouldn't. I think even I would not enjoy that. I loved the fact that we used to have those little breaks. So it would go like Treyarch, and then Infinity Ward, and then Sledgehammer, and then back to Treyarch, because you would spend those 2 years between Treyarch games just fully hyped, and you'd be starving by the time it came around to the new Treyarch game. You'd be starving to play zombies again. And that's what I loved about it. That's what was so good about it. I think that's what we're really missing right now, is just a little break between Treyarch games and Treyarch zombies. I do feel sorry for them, because they just get shit on, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault at all. My explosions have a chance. No, I don't really need any. Although I could replace... I'll keep dead accurate until I can get it upgraded. We don't have that spark like BO3. Yeah, like, I don't think people who never played BO3 or played it late will ever truly understand the feeling that came from BO3, even before release. Like, it just felt like a special game. Like, Zombies was just so good. It was at its peak in terms of, like, how the community was. Everyone was on board. Everyone was friendly with each other. We were working together. It was, like, it was the place to be in the gaming world. Like, there was nothing like it. Some game creators need to have a break. Yeah, fully. I mean, I was reading something on Reddit the other day about GTA 6 and how the leading producer at Rockstar, who was in charge basically of GTA 6's development, stepped down. And apparently, from what this leaker was saying, was that GTA 6 has been rebooted, like the project has been rebooted like 6 times in total, and the game's just like in a mess. The state it's in right now is a mess. And I'm thinking, God's sake, so we're going to... Basically, it said that we could be waiting until after 2025 to get a new GTA, which makes a lot of sense with them bringing GTA 5 out again and again and again. They're buying themselves more time, which I understand. They're a good example of not bringing a game out every year. And let's face it, GTAs, every single time a GTA is released, it smashes it. It's always good. There's a lot of content. Although GTA 5 had its problems on release, they fixed it. And how good is that game still to this day? Still one of the highest selling games of all time because it continuously sells. Because it's good. They took their time with it. I think Activision could take a leaf out of that book. Now, I remember BO4 Treyarch was closed off from the community because they said they were going to be, and that's why BO4 failed after 9 weeks from launch with all the bugs and game crashes. Yeah, I felt like towards like the middle and end though, they did open up. From the start though, no, it was bad. I remember how toxic that community was. Like, it was a bad place to be right there at BO4. That's why I just stayed off social media during BO4 at the beginning. And just like played on my own. Mr. Zone DG2. Hey, how's it going? We can't pause on solo. Not at the minute. Not at the minute. So if I like, you see me moving in the background, can't pause on solo at the minute. It's a bit silly, but apparently it'll be fixed very, very soon. So, I mean, I can wait. It's just a little bit annoying because if I need to go to a toilet or something, like, I don't want to have to risk running off and leaving myself in the hub. What happens if I pee myself? You know, I'm covered in urine then and still not able to pause the game. I feel that GTA 6 is in that situation because GTA 5 was and is such a beloved game and set the bar higher than they probably didn't think they'd reach, and in fear that a sequel to GTA 5 could never, I suppose, yeah. I suppose could never reach those heights, yeah. If you hit the bar so high, you would be a little bit afraid because, I mean, how can you replicate that? How can you replicate that? And that sucks as a creator when striking lightning in a bottle, the fear to make a great sequel. Yeah. I mean, let's face it, how many times have game devs made such an amazing game and then followed it up with an absolute stinker? Happens more often than not. Like, a good example is BO1 to BO2. That was something that didn't stink. That sequel was insane. Like, off the top of my head, in terms of Call of Duty, that's the first thing I could think of that worked as a sequel. Games that didn't do well as a sequel.
Remember the portals? Our mission awaits.
Can't think off the top of my head, but there's probably quite a few when you really think about it. God, it hurt my bloody side then. I'm excited for San Andreas Definitive Edition. Yeah, same. I was looking before I started streaming, actually. You just reminded me. Like, all of my GTA Definitive Editions were updating on Xbox. But, like, San Andreas had, like, a 20 gig update. I don't know if it was the full game or just an update, but most of the time in movies, yeah. A lot of the times in movies, when they do, like, trilogies and stuff, the sequel always sucks. Sometimes they save it with the third. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's just the first film is brilliant, and then every other film they do afterwards just kind of blows ass, which is a shame, because you think they just take that winning recipe and just sort of manipulate it in a way that just sort of works. Ow. You boys are getting aggressive now on World 9. You need to chill out. I need to remember that I can just chill for a second if I need to. Because it only moves when I move it. BO3 was godly and BO4 flopped a tad bit. Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. Like, do you know what? I'll probably sound really stupid for saying this, but I thought originally, like, the best thing they could have done for BO4, sorry, was literally just take everything about BO3 and just put some new stuff in it. Because it was so perfect in ways that people just don't understand. Like, the movement was fluid. Like, it all just felt so right. The game played so well. Just take everything about BO3, including Jug and Double Tap and all of that. Just keep all of that in. don't remove all of the Jug because you thought it was too of a crutch perk and all of that nonsense. Because, don't get me wrong, you can play BO4, you didn't need Jug. But Jug still made the game what it was. Jug was still important. Double tap was still important. I didn't like having to pack a punch 4 times to get max damage, or pack a punch 4 times to get speed cola, or 5 times, technically, in total. Like, I didn't enjoy that. Great convo with you, bro. Hey, I appreciate it. I like talking to people in the chat because you can have good conversations. I like getting other people's opinions on things as well because, you know, you don't always necessarily think the same way as other people. And I like to have a different understanding of what other people think, you know? Because sometimes you can... oh, I'm done. Sometimes someone can say something and I'll be like, whoa, I didn't think of it that way, to be fair. I didn't even comprehend that train of thought. Hope it's not too censored, this generation of snowflakes. Yeah, it's true. Like, if there are swear words and stuff, like, from the original, keep them in. Let's face it, they are 18 games. I know kids will probably get bought the game by their parents and what have you. But, like, let's face it, it's an 18 game, just keep that shit in there. Keep that in there, because that's the parents' problem. If they're buying their kids an 18 game, and they're like, wait, there's swear words in this game? Yeah, no shit. It's an 18 game. What did you think was going to happen? Did you think there were going to be butterflies and rainbows and unicorns in there and not dicks? Like, what is wrong with you? Come on. 1 second, guys. Let me just get rid of these zombies and then we will get back to the chat. The first game, I'm trying not to screw it up so I can keep talking to you guys and just continue in the same game. Plus, I don't even know what level I am, actually. Level 4, it says. I swear I was level 5. I swear it said level 5 before. Or maybe it just hasn't updated in-game yet. Level 3 armor. These machine gun donnies are going to bother me, I think. What's that? A self-revive? I've already got one. Oh.
Looks promising.
A rat free. Right, let's clear out that area. So let's get back to the chat. So I've missed quite a lot there. Sorry. Yo, crazy thing is, at the moment I'm playing BO4, and in retrospective, it's a good game, but it has its issues. Yeah, I found that as well, to be fair. Like, I did enjoy the game during its life cycle, but I felt like it was a little bit out of place in the Black Ops series. It didn't really fit in anywhere. It was like the ugly stepchild, in a way. But afterwards, you kind of went back and you were like, I don't know why people complained as much as they did, because it was still a good game. It wasn't solid, but it was a good game. It was still enjoyable in ways. It did have its problems. You're not wrong, though. It had a lot of problems. I never thought double tap speed caller and quick revive were as crutch, because I never bought quick revive as a challenge to make myself good. I did used to do that, so I made sure never to die. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I mean, if you watch through like my old streams and my old videos and stuff, like, I was never, like, as a solo player, I never bought quick revive from the start. I always watch other content creators from the start. They always bought quick revive. I never did that, because I believed in myself enough to not go down, and I'd save myself those 500 points from the beginning and just use it to get further through the map. Like, and it worked. I never died like that. But you're right, it helps you improve as a player because you're more careful. Streamlabs, when did I curse? My bad. You didn't. Don't worry. Don't worry, you didn't. Streamlabs is like, it does this all the time in the chat. Don't worry about it. You don't need to apologize. With double tap, I only got it when I knew I wanted to use a gun in BO3, but most of the time I'd use a wonder weapon, so I never really needed double tap, but double tap is my favorite perk. Hell yeah! Double tap was a good perk. I do miss it, in a way. Like, I know people had the conversation about double tap and whether it would have come to Cold War and whether we needed it. And you know what? Damage-wise, we didn't need it. But I didn't want it for the increased damage. I wanted double tap purely for the fire rate. Because I think some of the guns in Cold War just didn't shoot fast enough for me. And I don't know if you'll agree with that or not. I wanted double tap purely for the fire rate, not for the damage of double tap 2. It could have literally just been double tap, the original double tap, and I would have been happy. That's all I wanted. Was it increased fire rate. I know some of the attachments helped, but you know, if you didn't want to always run those attachments and you wanted to run something different, the fire rate would have been nice. You know what I mean? Oh, stop spawning stuff on me, lad. I'm trying to talk to the chat here. Court effects, I don't like you already. My only concern for San Andreas Definitive Edition is the music license. I still want that gangster rap and such back. Hell yeah, if they get it done, if they have got it done, then huge props, and I look forward to it. When is it out again? Sorry, by the way. Is it this month? Is it the 14th of November? Or am I imagining that? Am I wrong? Probably wrong, to be fair. With Speed Cola, you could reload whilst running, so it was never crutch. It's true. In fairness, I never understood the whole crutch thing anyway. Like, they're perks. They're meant to help you anyway. Well, what's the difference between them being too good and not good? Surely just give us all the perks. Like, and then still give us the BO4 system that they had in BO4 where you could switch perks that you wanted in-game, but just give us Jug. Like, what was the problem? Stop being a bitch. I love Jason Blundell. And I liked the fact that he tried and tested us and changed things, but that was probably one of the things I didn't like, was the removal of speed, double, and jug. I know he still put double tap in technically with Pack-a-Punch and speed, Cola in with Pack-a-Punch, but I didn't like that system. To sum it up, I never thought those were crutch. No, I agree with you, don't worry. I never thought they were crutch. True, the Cold War guns like LMGs were slow fire, and they were. I hated the fire rate. It was the only thing I disliked about the fire rate. About the guns in that game was the fire rate. Other than that, the guns were so good to use. November 11th. Okay, thank you. Because I'm still off by that point, so I may stream them. I may stream them on release. Some assault rifles were slow, and it would have been cool for a lot of guns to shoot fast, because speed kills faster, shooting equals faster death. Yeah. Exactly, it would have been really handy. Speed Cola still feels slow. Bring back BO3 Speed Cola and Definitive Edition comes out 11th. Yeah. Yeah, Speed Cola does feel a bit slow still. I think you have to get it to tier 4 to really feel the effects of it. And I'm going to try and do that, but I want to get third Pack-a-Punch first before I do that. But yeah, the 11th of November, I'm still off work then, so I'll probably stream that on release. Because I don't think I'll be burned out as such on Vanguard Zombies, but I think I'll want a break from it before the first season begins. The idea for me is that I want to play it enough so I can sort of get used to the game. Oh, sorry, it's not my desk. I get used to the game and such, but not overplay it too much. I was going to say that I kind of did that with Cold War, but I played Cold War every day from release, and up until yesterday, I continued to do so. I play it at least once every day, and I've never been burned out on that. And that could just be favoritism and bias towards Treyarch, because I love Treyarch. They've given me some of my best memories, but it was also just because I really enjoyed Cold War Zombies. Like, genuinely. I don't really have too much of a bad word to say about it. But Vanguard, obviously it's only just come out, and there's only Der Anfang. So I don't want to make too much of a judgment, or too much of a snap judgment on it yet. I want to kind of give it a chance. But right now, I don't know if I will be as addicted to this as I was Cold War. But again, I don't want to say that, because I might be. I might be even more addicted to this game. Who knows yet? Who knows? I kind of want to give it a little bit of time, you know, give it a chance. Honestly, you've been good to me, bro. Thanks for talking to me. I'm a subscribe. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. And, you know, I'm just doing what I normally do in real life. You know, I like chatting to people. I'm not always... I never used to be good at it. And I kind of just, like, decided one day that I would try to be better at talking to people. So, one thing I want to try and do as a streamer is be more interactive with people in the chat. Because I know a lot of people do... They do chat, obviously, to the chat. They do pay attention to the chat, but they sort of, like, only focus on sort of, like, donos and things like that. And I don't want to do that. I will, obviously... have a partial focus on donos because it pops up on the screen that's kind of like in your face, so I will read them out. But I want to focus a lot on chat as well because, you know, a lot of people can't afford to do donos and stuff like that, so I'd rather just, you know, cater to those people as well. This could be dangerous. I think a monkey bomb's going to need to go out here, lads and ladies. But yeah, I appreciate this you subscribing, by the way, honestly. That's amazing. Thank you. All right. Whoa. Wait, whoa. Did you guys just see that? He T-posed. He did the Jesus pose. That's not good. Let's get that out. Right, come at me then. Hang on. Where did the other one go? Did he die? I think he might have died from that energy mine. That's good. Need to last one more second. There we go. Holy shit, sorry. I didn't realize how far behind on the chat I was. It just zoomed down off my screen then. I apologize for taking so long to reply to you guys. Theory, they didn't do round based on purpose in order to hear the community cry and then boom, Chronicles 2, and then they'd be praised as heroes. Honestly, I can't see it being that, but I get why you're saying that. If it was Treyarch, like from the Treyarch side, I don't think they do that because they care too much about the game that they wouldn't not put round-based in. That's just my opinion. But Activision, I can see why you'd say that. Activision definitely would do that because Activision are that spiteful that they want to be seen as the hero. So I would agree with you there. I do think Activision are very much more than... They are more than capable of making that decision. Because at the end of the day, it's their franchise, so they can do what they want. So yeah, I agree with you on that side. Like, Activision would do that. Because they want to be the good guy. They'll do anything to get in people's good books and earn money. So I'll agree with you there. Treyarch wouldn't do it. And that might sound like bias, but it's the truth. Treyarch care too much. Chronicles 2, though, I would take, by the way. I would take Chronicles 2. I just want to say that there. Take things at your own pace, mate. I know, I just kind of zoom ahead of myself, though. Yeah, but when you get big... It's still early days. When you get big, you can't read chat. Hey, I don't give a crap. I will do my best to read chat. I know that it's like so many people like, whoa, and you can't always read stuff, but I will do my best to read chat. Like I'm doing now. Like, I want to make the effort. Because at the end of the day, not everyone can do donations and stuff like that. And, you know, I've had it before when I've commented on, like... And this isn't me shitting on people, by the way. This is just me saying, like... Say Milo, I'll comment in Milo's chat. And sometimes he has seen it. Because he Oh, my clock just went off. He'll recognize my name. And he has said things before, but I've commented things in his chat. Like, to say, you know, like... how's it going, bro? Or something like that. And it's understandable. He can't see it because it's that quick. But I want to... try and be like better than that, like in a way that I can probably put slow mode on for chat so I can kind of see as many messages as I can. I know I probably won't be able to do that, but I want to try. You picked it up very well. I appreciate it. I'm trying. So going back to that quick revive topic, I remember that in boxing we spar with headgear. Hey, you box? That's cool. We spar with headgear, and with that sense of protection, you allow yourself to get hit here and there. But when you remove the headgear... Yeah. Nice, yeah. Yeah. It is sort of like that sort... Yeah, I see what you're saying. You pick and choose your moves carefully, and that's how I view quick revive, yeah. So you sort of like, you have it, but if you don't have it, you do be more careful. When you have it, you can pick and choose... You know, oh, am I going to run past that group of zombies? Or, yeah, you can afford to take more hits. It's like with Jug as well. You know, without Jug, you're like, oh, I can only take, with modern day Jug, I can only take 2 hits and then I'm a 1 hit after that. Whereas with it, you're like, all right, I can afford to take 3 hits, 4 hits, and I'm fine. Like, it's all right. I know for a fact Chronicles is done already. Tom Henderson said it himself. It's on the shelf. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was done in BO4 apparently, and then they had the opportunity to put it in Cold War, and they just not done it. I don't know if it's an Activision thing, and Activision is saying, you know, it's not, we don't want to put it out yet, blah blah blah, or if it's Treyarch and they're just like, oh, we can do better, or maybe they'll put it in their next game, whether it's Cold War again or if it's another game, and it'll be another Black Ops game, we know that, but I think they probably would save it because they won't put it in Vanguard. It wouldn't make sense, or would it actually? Because it's early on, it's earlier on in the Dark Ether, so maybe they could actually. They could. What am I on about? It made me pick and choose my moves in BO3 and got me a beast as fucking zombies to the point I never die. Hey, and you know what? That's actually one of the most enjoyable things in gaming, not just Call of Duty, in gaming in general, is like when you play a game at the start, you suck. And then you notice, like, over time, you start picking things up and you don't even need to be taught it by other people. You just gradually learn your own way to play a game. And you start to get better at it. That's one of the things I love the most. Is you start to sort of develop a play style and it suits you. That's what I love. I'm a god in BO3. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I used to be pretty decent at it. I used to be the one that everyone raged at in like our friendship group because they'd be like, oh, can we go play something else? And then I'd clutch the next round and we'd be like in round 40 plus. And he'd be like, can you stop killing zombies? We want to play something else. Can you die? And I wouldn't die. I'd just keep training and ending the round and getting them back alive. Respect to you, you engage with chat. I try. Thank you for that. I do try. Same thing with Jug, yeah. Jug did always give you that sort of sense of safety, in a way.
Enter a portal. There is much to be done.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this again. 12. I'm not even going to exfil. I'm just going to go till I die. Jumped Hades is always trying to talk with the watchers. He likes the conversation. I do. It's because I don't have friends in real life. That's a joke, I do. But I don't. I appreciate it when people come to watch. You know, and people get involved and they interact, and I like it. I think they'll drop it when Activision sees the same numbers as they saw in BO3, but until then, it's shelved. That's actually a good point. I mean, let's face it, BO3, the community was wilding at that point. Like, not even just for zombies, but for multiplayer. Like, the numbers were up on every account. Apart from campaign, obviously, but forget about campaign. Probably why they took it out of BO4, most likely. But yeah, like, if the numbers were up in Vanguard or even that Treyarch's next game, I think they probably would just look at it like, right, Treyarch, you need to, we know, obviously we've told you not to release Chronicles for a few years now, and we've been saving it up, but now's the time. And I dig that. They were like, right, it's time to release Transit, Dire Eyes, and Buried. Lads, it's time. Like, right, well, Jumped Hades has been waiting, lads, so we need to get that out. No. I have been waiting. But, they wouldn't do it for my benefit, I can tell you that. I want to make sure after midnight I'm probably going to be playing it on PS5 going forward because I like the PS5 controller. The only reason I'm not playing on PS5 now is purely because of the whole region lock situation. It's not available in the UK just yet. So that's why I'm playing on an Xbox. Because technically my Xbox thinks I'm in New Zealand right now. So that's why I've got it so much earlier. Me too, bro. I would never die. I think we need to have a competition to see who's the undisputed zombies god. Hey, you probably are. I mean, I'm good at zombies and I pride myself on that, but I don't think I could go forever. I have the patience for it. Lord knows I have patience. I don't know why I said Lord. I'm not even religious, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I have patience. I've proven that in life. But I don't know. Sometimes I do just get a little bit tetchy in zombies where I'm like, oh, I want to start a new game. I don't think I could outlive other people, though. I'm definitely not that good. So I can already tell you right now, you're probably more goated than I am. I do pride myself on sort of being decent at zombies. And who knows, maybe we could have a competition. I can guarantee you right now you would win. Don't worry about that. I was about to say then, one thing I hope they change for this is being able to put those runes into the Sin Eater while facing the other way so you can shoot at zombies, because that's one thing I didn't like about that then, was being in a corner facing with my back to the zombies. I didn't enjoy that. I remember Chronicles was the most bought DLC of 2017, probably maybe all-time sales at 30 bones a pop. Yeah, like, let's face it, like, everyone was jumping on that train. Even people that didn't have BO3 or just didn't touch BO3, they were like, I want these maps from my childhood in fucking HD. I want them. It's happening. You might also notice, by the way, that there's a ray gun behind me. I was going to light it up for this stream, but it's just chilling back there on my shelf. I need a bit of water, sorry. Let me just drink something quickly. I'm a bit parched. Oh, my throat was starting to hurt and I didn't realise. Anfang seems like it gets stale fast. I mean, I'm enjoying it at the minute. Like, I feel like it would probably work a lot better with more areas, if that makes sense. Like, if there were more than, like, 3 different maps to go to, like with the windmill map that I was just on then and Shinonuma. If there were more areas than those as well, I think it would be harder to get bored of, if that makes sense. Like, obviously you'd have more content and more areas to visit. But I get what you're saying. Like, it probably does feel a little bit stale, definitely to watch, so I apologize for that, like, if it's not the best to watch. I mean, I'm enjoying playing it. But I do hope, personally, and feel free to disagree with me, but I do hope eventually there are round-based exclusive maps. So it's not like Anfang where it's like an Outbreak hybrid with round-based. I hope it's just straight up round-based. I do hope that. I would very much like that, not gonna lie. Death blow. Critical kills return 2 bullets to the clip. Tell you what, we'll go that one there. Okay. God, you're impatient, woman. Should I hit the box? See what I get? Should I?
The gun box. I always wanted to climb inside and surprise its next customer.
Well, that's creepy. Hold on. See what a shotgun's like, maybe. Depends on what I get from here. White, White's the standard, isn't it? And then blue's got more damage, I think. What colour is my STG? Is it white? Red. So, yeah, loadout gun. I should have remembered that. Same, brother. I hate it when I get cotton mouth. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, I can feel it here and, like, in my mouth, but I can feel it, like, in my throat. Like, it's all sore now. Probably because I've been, like, talking, like, so much, but not, like, drinking. Like, I've fully dehydrated myself. First time in history a launch map without the ray gun. The ray gun isn't... Oh, the ray gun isn't in it. Oh, no. Maybe they'll put it in eventually? I don't know. I didn't realise, because I remember seeing about the monkey bombs, obviously. I didn't even think about that. That's not, like... I'm not entirely bothered, but... No way there ain't no wonder weapon, bro. That's sad news. Maybe there will be, like, when the Easter egg comes out. Or maybe there is a way to get a wonder weapon. I'm not 100% on that one. Don't take my word for it. It might not be a wonder weapon. There might be. Who knows? I can't be 100% on that, to be completely honest. I don't think there is, and that does kind of blow. He's talking. That's creepy, bro. Can you mark them up still on this? No. That's one thing I really enjoyed about Cold War, was marking stuff up in zombies. At least you could mark zombies up and then sort of just keep an eye on it. Did you know Arsenal have been unbeaten in the Champions League since May 2017? It's true. We also haven't played a game in the Champions League. Probably done better in the Europa League. Well, yeah, we've been to a final in the Europa League. I was going to say we've done better in the Europa League than we have in the Champions League. Technically I'm not wrong, but at the same time, I'd rather us be back in the Champions League. I really would. It's going to take a bit of time, but this season we're doing really well now. So my hope is that they can continue it on now and really take themselves somewhere, get into the top 4 and use that as a building block. Hopefully. That is the hope. It was just funny how a lot of Arsenal fans were giving Arteta such shit, and now because he's got them playing how he wants and he's got the players he wants, everyone seems to back him. And I'll be fair, at first, like, with all the stuff going on and we were in bad form, I was a little unsure of whether he could do the job. But at no point did I say he has to leave or anything like that. Like, I don't think he had to leave. I questioned whether he was really the right person, but like, at no point did I say, oh, he has to absolutely leave, because it wasn't fair. You have to give someone time. He didn't have the team he wanted. He still had all the shit that he'd inherited from Wenger and Emery. Crazy to think during the BO4 cycle, we as a community were mad they were remaking maps, but now all that they're doing is packaging MP maps with zombies on them. I know. And everyone's now crying out for other maps, like all the maps to just be put in as survival maps. Where are all the people crying now? Yeah, the process is finally working. That process, bro. That process. You know? Gotta trust the process. Gotta trust that process. Ooh, serpentine. I do trust the process. I trust Arteta. Like, he knows what he's doing. It's going to take a bit more time. He's getting the team gelled together. There's a few more players that he could bring in different positions, I think. A few more improvements that could be made. But, like, he's got a decent spine on the team with Gabriel and Ben White and Ramsdale. Ramsdale is an unreal keeper. He really is. Those saves v Leicester. He's an underrated keeper. He'll be England #1, I think, in no time. It'd be the smartest decision, I think, to make him England #1. Honestly. I think you'd have to be stupid as Gareth Southgate not to make him England #1. Why wouldn't you? Thoughts on the Canelo fight with him and Plant? I didn't see it. I'll be honest. I will be honest. I didn't see it. Which is a shame. Because I do like to watch... them. I don't even... What was I doing, actually, when that was on? Probably sleeping, actually. Because I've been catching up on a lot of sleep lately. But yeah, it was a shit... Because I really wanted to watch it, and I managed to miss it. How was it, by the way? How... Like, what was it like? I mean, obviously, you watched his, so... This needs an upgrade, for sure. It's very weak now. No, it's the Saturday, brother. You get... Oh, it hasn't been yet. Oh, Saturday. I'll get in. It means I can watch it. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I'm happy that you've told me it's not been yet. I can tell you that for sure. It means I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'm a bit on the fence with who could win. I wouldn't like to call it either way. Purely because when I call things, the opposite usually happens. So that's why I don't like to call things nowadays. I have that sort of luck where I'll predict something and the exact opposite happens, and then I feel awful. It used to be the opposite back in the day. I'd tell my friends, like, United were going to win, and then United would win. And they'd be like, oh, no, we're going to lose, we're going to lose. No, they'll win, don't worry. And then they'd win. Nowadays, I'm like, no, don't worry, they'll win. And they're like, nah, we're going to lose. And then they lose.
Ooh, these kick harder than my ex.
This character suits me. Down to a T. Sorry, I worded it wrong. Hey, it's cool. It's fine. I just got confused. You didn't word it wrong. I just got confused. Don't worry about it. The last few games, I haven't felt sick when they get a set piece and put it in the box. I think Arteta can take us back to greatness again. You can. You can. You could also muck it up. You know, anything's possible at this point. I believe in him, though. I believe you can do something special with that squad. They need time, though. Did you read my previous message? Wait. What, about the ray gun? Was it the ray gun one? Sorry. Because I do know that sometimes you can miss messages if they're not highlighted in chat. Sometimes they don't come up. Was it the one about the ray gun? Because if it was, I did. If not, give me a second because I will. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see this. It says show or hide, but because I've got no mods in the chat, like my mates aren't here, I can't see it yet, so I apologize. I will allow it now. Where was it? On there? Because I don't think it's going to come up on there. I might have to look at it on this. Okay, right, I've got it, sorry. Are you ready for the big smoke shitty aim in the train mission in Definitive Edition? Ready to experience the big smoke stupid trains mission where he has shitty aim, lol. Yes and no. Yes, because I think at this point it's a bit of a meme. And I think I would love to experience it again. But then no, because I hate when AI can't aim for shit. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I don't mind you asking. It's a good question. Where am I from? Hell, basically. No, I am basically from the UK in a way. It's called the Isle of Man. We're not English, but we are. We're not English, but we speak English. We're basically a little tiny rock in between England and Ireland, the Irish. With this tiny, tiny little island. I don't know, you may or may not have heard of it. The TT. It's like the world's famous like bike race, basically, or road race, and like there's so many people over the world obsessed with it, and that's basically where it is. The TT is the Isle of Man, or it takes place in the Isle of Man. It's our race every year, although it hasn't been for the last 2 years because of a certain virus that we won't talk about. But yeah, I'm from the Isle of Man. Google it. It's a wonderful place. It's quiet. It's really, really peaceful. A lot of people do want to escape it though, because there's not a lot on offer in terms of like you can go to the UK and you have like all this really cool stuff, and the Isle of Man's just sort of like still in the 1920s in a way. What's the best map on BO3? Der Eisendrache. You're probably going to judge me now. My favorite map of all time, possibly level with Origins. I did love Origins, but Der Eisendrache will always be like a favorite of mine from BO3. I loved it, but then again, it's a little bit biased because I relate myself a lot to Tank Dempsey, and because that was his map, I enjoyed it a lot more. But the map just was so good. Rob, I swear to God, why do you pop up when people ask that? Zet, get out with Zet. Zet, you know what? Zet was a good map. Zet was a good map. I can't really tell you a bad map in that game. Shadows was underrated, and then people learned to love it towards the end. Der Eisendrache, boss map, the Giant, great remaster. Like, not everyone enjoyed it. It wasn't everyone's cup of tea. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. It was sort of like a break from Shadows of Evil, if you weren't totally into that. I almost died then. That was bad. Yeah, Zet was fun. It introduced a load of new features like the plants and things like that. The boss fight was kind of fun. The Easter egg was a little bit finicky. But, you know, we got there in the end. Gorod Krovy. Good map. Boss fight, probably the hardest in the game, if I'm honest. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. Get out me way. Get out me way. Couldn't get past them then. What else was I saying? Oh, I need to res myself? Shit. Didn't realize I had to do that. Ah, so you lose a tier every time you go down. Interesting. Might be a bit stuck here. I need new armor. That's the thing. I don't have self-revive anymore. That's a big issue as well. They're starting to sprint a lot more as well. If one of you could drop like a max armor drop or something, that would be pretty good. Not gonna lie. Ooh, it's game over! I don't like that area. And Revelations. Revelations was a bit memey and it has its issues and it was a bit boring in some places, but I liked it.
I have a nice, sparkling mind.
Hey, I'm a DM, the head of Activision. Activision's 20-year-old daughter, college daughter, and laid the pipe for the community after what they did to Vanguard zombies. Hey, yo, do it. Do it. GK is good, but Zet. Don't even, Rob. Don't even. Is there a way to make the size and the font of the points and salvage bigger? It seems too small in the bottom left corner. Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Ooh. I can check for you. I just want to see what... Skip that. Graphics. Let's have a look, shall we? Or interface. It would be interface, wouldn't it? Text chat, no. Let's have a look. FOV counter. HUD elements. Here we go. Minimap shape. Square. Or circle? Round? Minimap rotation on crosshair throbbing. Oh, bobbing. I thought it said throbbing. On the mind. Can I turn the compass off? Maybe there isn't. Maybe there isn't then. I apologize. There isn't. I would have thought they would have put something like that in, to be honest.
Hey, I'm better than you.
He sounds like me as well. Yeah, maybe there isn't. That's odd. I would have thought they'd put that option in at least. The text, I can see what you mean. The text was a bit small. Whereas in Cold War, it made it very clear how much you had. I appeared at just the right time. You did. That was bang on. It was perfect timing. Okay, bro. Shadows at launch was hated and thought to be hard and everything. And from my experience, my friends would play the Giant. But when Der Eisendrache came out, in unison, the zombies community and casual came to play Der Eisendrache, and overall was a great map. Yeah. And I think, as you were saying earlier about BO4, like, people hated it, and then afterwards people sort of appreciated it more. That's what I felt about Shadows of Evil, and Shangri-La as well. People hated it. And then a few years down the line, everyone's like, yo, this map is goated. Like, bro, you were just hating on it. Like, what's the difference? It's time gives people more appreciation of something. Especially with a map, people learn to love it because they give it the opportunity, they give it time. That's what I feel anyway. Horizon Track was just an instant, like, an instant love. I played that map, even before I played it, I was like, I'm loving the look of this. Horizon Track catered to casuals and hardcore players and was goated and set the bar high as well. Yeah, like, in terms of first post-launch maps, it really set the bar high. Like, it really did. Yeah, now Shadows is goated. Shadows is goated. I'd quite happily go back and play it at some point in the future. Have I streamed Shadows? I might have done, to be honest. I think I've streamed it before, but I don't know if I've done it recently. I feel like I did a modded run of it. I can't really remember, if I'm honest. I feel like I have. But I probably will in the future. Further down the line. I'd love to do that. What have we got? We got a silencer. Recoil control. Sure. Optic. Get that on there. That looks neat. Stock. Sprint to fire time. Movement speed. Right. That one. Rear grip. Aiming stability. Sure. Magazine. I mean, yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. I don't really know the difference if I'm not the best at creating classes, I'll be honest. Well, let's look at the challenges then, shall we? For the camos. I'll read chat first before I do that. No zombies game will ever be as good as BO3. That's a fair shout. In terms of how it was as a whole and how it was as well received with the community, I don't think any zombies game will ever compare, really. I don't think we'll let it. Horizon Track was an instant classic. Even as a casual, you'd want to learn how to get good and learn to make bows, and those casuals then became good players thanks to that progression in DE. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. It did sort of help, like, casual players become serious players, like not pro, but like, you know, it helped players step up to the next level that they probably didn't think they could ever get to. What the hell is this? 4,000 eliminations for the max camo on that set. 800 critical kills. That ain't the worst. These 4,000 pack-a-punch kills. Right, okay. Dark Ether. Why is it green? That's not the one I remember seeing. I could have sworn I seen it where it was red. I could be wrong. Okay. Someone is already level 100 in my domination game multiplayer. No way. Someone has definitely been playing it a lot earlier than that. A lot earlier than I have, that's for sure. That is mental if someone's already level 100. That is insane. They've been using their tokens for sure. I should have done that, to be fair. There is one on-demand texture streaming feature in Vanguard. You can decide to off it or on it. It requires additional space free on the platform. Oh, I don't care. Then Zetsubu came out with all the bugs and crashed and nobody liked it at first. And for the first 3 months with just Zetsubu, everyone would rather play DE and killed off a little hype of the game. Yeah. I mean, they did it. They explained it as well, didn't they? That they tried to build the map under it. Because that's what they were going to be doing in the future to help, like, streamline the game. And it just didn't work at first. I mean, I appreciate Zetsubo now. And I did afterwards. It wasn't the worst map. It was okay. It was okay. It's not one of the worst ones they've done. Until Gorod Crovey, exactly. Gorod Crovey brought the hype back. Bloody. Thankfully, I'm getting a haircut on Saturday. That map, Gorod, was pure fun and got the community out of the slumps that we put everyone in. Yeah. Gorod really did, like, sort of pick up the pace again, especially before Revelations. Everyone was just kind of like, we're getting there, we're close to the end. That was a bit mad. That map, Gorod, came in at the right time, and the map was definition of great timing. It really was. It saved the hype, for sure, because it was definitely on a sort of downward spiral, in a way. It sort of came in clutch. Sort of. Nero Cinema just uploaded a video. These Call of Duty developers are ridiculous. Treyarch's response. I don't know, it's probably about the camos in Cold War. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. Because at the end of the day, I'm just a dude who loves playing video games. And I feel like if I said something, people would take it the wrong way. Personally. And I don't want to be that guy that says things that would hurt someone's feelings. Because I don't think that's fair. So I won't. I will keep my mouth shut. Let's go again. Let's play some Dare Anfang. Mr. Zone. I think Twitch esports ruined gaming. It really promoted a toxic, sweaty environment in multiplayer. I miss the casual days. I can kind of see where you're coming from. Because, like, it does seem in the last few years everyone's just gotten so super serious about everything. Like, you can't just have a game release and it just be a casual game. Like, even Among Us, like, let's face it, that is a casual game that you should be playing with your friends. And all of a sudden, people are, like, super toxic about it, and they're sweating it, and they're like, oh, you know, there's a meta for this and a meta for that. That's when I think a game sort of begins to die off, is when they search for a meta to it. Why can't a game just be enjoyable the way it is? Why does there need to be a way to win constantly? I get what you're saying, though, by the way. Like, it did sort of promote, or it sort of helped create a toxic environment in a way. I wouldn't blame it solely, but it did sort of push that sort of agenda, or helped it at least. And after Revelations, the rest is history. I love every map in BO3, but my favorite of all time is Gorod Crovey. Hey, you'd love Pug. You'd get on with Pug. Jump Poseidon, who I usually stream and play games with as well. His favorite map of all time is Gorod Crovey. Like, he stands by that. He loves it. His favorite character is Nikolai. His favorite map is Gorod Crovey. Like, he stands by that. He absolutely adores Gorod Crovey. He lives and dies by Gorod Crovey.
Shoot your face again if you still had one.
It's funny because we all have, like, in our friendship group, we all sort of link to characters, like who we favorite. Like, we have a favorite character and then we have a favorite map, and it does just work out perfectly. Rectricity TV, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. I feel like you just said something in the chat and it's not popped up yet. Oh, there we go. How did you get in already? Oh, it's a sneaky one. It's a sneaky one, my friend. It's a sneaky one. Depending on what console you're on, if you're on Xbox, easiest way to do it is to go into your settings on your profile, go to the region setting and switch it to New Zealand, and you can get in straight away. You could have got in hours ago. You can get in 12 hours early. I did it last year for Cold War as well. Works every time. PlayStation, you have to make a new account. and switch the region on that, and then use your main account alongside that account for the New Zealand region again, and you can get through. It's just a lot easier on Xbox, but if you are on PlayStation, there are ways to do it. You can Google it as well, and you'll find a really, really easy way of doing it. But that's the best ways of getting in early. My favorite character is Dempsey, but map is Gorod Krovi for all time. Yeah, I agree on Dempsey. I think Dempsey is my favorite character of all time. Primus and Ultimus. I couldn't really pick between. I think I relate more... Well, it depends what sort of mindset I'm in, actually. When I'm chilled out, Primus Dempsey. When I'm in a bit of a chaotic mood, definitely Ultimus Dempsey. He sort of just defines me, really. It makes me who I am. But to that other topic, I think games die or at least hurt when metas are created. I also think games are hurt when too much nerfing and tuning starts to happen. Yeah, I think that's what Modern Warfare... That's what was so beautiful about Modern Warfare 2, was that it was broken. Like, don't get me wrong, it created a lot of issues in some ways, but the fact that you weren't always fixing and fine-tuning guns and perks and stuff, and then you were having to find a new way to play every week, like you are in Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019, and they're constantly updating Warzone as well. They're constantly nerfing and buffing guns, and every week you're trying to find a new way to play that suits you, and you can't keep up. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. No worries. There was probably a way to do it on PC as well, I would assume. I'm tired of videos that talk about overpowered classes. Let people discover themselves. Yeah, I mean, you probably can guess yourself why people do it. It's for views. And I understand that. You know, at the end of the day, it's part of the business, isn't it? They have to get views to make money to live. But I get what you're saying, though. Like, people, like, remember the olden days, like COD 4 and that, people didn't really do class setups that often. If they did, never really knew about them myself. World at War, I always found the best guns myself. Back in the day, Black Ops 1, hair sticking up everywhere. Found that stuff myself. I learnt the game myself. You know? I'd get killed a lot, but then I'd pick up my performance. I'd change. I could have got Speed Cola before, I just realised. Why didn't I? I need to get used to being able to get it without paying for it at first. I'm a dummy. But yeah, like, I'm fully tired of weapon class setups now, because at the end of the day, they really don't do shit, because in no time, the game gets nerfed, or the gun gets nerfed, and you've got a class that basically is ineffective. What's it going to do? Serve you for, like, a week? Get you, like, one win, or help you to one win and a couple of kills? And then it's basically pointless after that. It is frustrating. Hey, thank you again, guys, so far for all the support in this stream. I'm actually, like, you don't even know how thankful I am. It's really nice being able to just, like, talk to you guys and play. Like, I honestly, like, I really, really appreciate it. I'm really enjoying this stream. Not that I don't enjoy my other streams, because I do. I was streaming Poppy Playtime last night, and that was so good. I really enjoyed that. I enjoy horror games, to be fair. And I'm looking to do more, like, indie horror games in the future, possibly, further down the line. Find some more on Steam that people may not have heard of, and then give them a little go. See what people think. It might help you guys decide what games would be good to play as well. You go, Hades is really enjoying that game. Maybe I will. You know? It could be the next big thing that people want to play. You never know. Plus, you won't have to waste your money on games that aren't good. And instead, I can just waste my money and save you guys a couple of dollars. You know? Let me just update the chat quickly. Apologies. It's gotten to the stage now where on my Streamlabs, the chat's just, like, not scrolling down on its own, so I have to do it manually. I really want pause function in the game. Please, Treyarch. I want to be able to read the chat without killing everything. truly think overall in handling the zombies storyline is underrated. Like, no one really talks about the storyline besides the zombies community. Yeah, fully. Like, I don't think any other part of the Call of Duty community gives a shit. I think at the start of Cold War, I seen a lot of like Courage and people like that. Basically, I Do Work, Wildcat. They started to take a bit of notice with D Machina when that came out on release, and everyone was like, "Yo, Zombies is really good." And they paid a bit of attention, and then it just died off after like a week. Everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm done with Zombies. It's Warzone again." So I feel like that was a good start, but they just missed out on not sort of pushing that a bit further. You know, drawing in more players and keeping them as consistent players. Yeah, of course, Budbam, your 421st subscriber. I know, yeah, I appreciate it. Honestly. I appreciate all of you, honestly. More than you could ever know. Believe me. I really do just love, like, being able to play video games and then just talking to you guys. It's honestly, like, so much fun. It really is. Blow, blow, blow. Poppy playtime, though. Oh, it was class. It really was. When the second chapter comes out, I don't know when it will come out, but when it does, I will be playing it again. I will be playing the second chapter because that first chapter was insane. I loved it. Pardon me. Gotta go. Got archery soon, but we'll be back later if you're still on. I'd probably be streaming for quite a while, to be honest. I don't want to promise anything because I am getting quite hungry. I'll probably be going for a little while longer and get Jug after this one. But yeah, have fun at archery. I've got festive friends here, and I said this like 2 hours ago. Not quite, but it was a while ago. I had festive friends here, and I went to open them and never did. They are so nice. Like, they can keep me tied over for a little bit.
Lights out, asshole.
Oh, God. After the day I've had at work, super busy, body's like aching. That sounds really mad saying it like that, but it's true. Sounds like I'm a whore or something. But no, it's quite a physical job at the end of the day. I am knackered, but I've been so hyped to just get home and play this and stream it for you guys. Like, I'm gonna feel so awake in like the next 20 minutes. This is where my body and mind just starts to like pick up again. I get like a sort of second wind in a way. It always happens. Even without eating or anything like that. Like I just sort of like wake up again. As if I've had like a 10-hour nap.
Don't get in my way.
Plus, I think I've just felt so sick of excitement at playing this. Like, I can't even consider sleeping for the next 7 days. No. I will have a decent night's sleep tonight, that's for sure. Because I want to go again tomorrow. I'll be streaming it again tomorrow, probably multiple times. I'd like to. I'll be streaming it roughly the same time again tomorrow night. And probably earlier in the day as well. Do you work out, brother? Technically, yes. Because Because I have such a physical job. Do not need to go to the gym. Because we're talking like... Basically, we do deliveries and stuff like that. But it's heavy stuff. Like, heavy stuff. Like, you're talking 60 kg plus. And I'm doing it on my own, up flights of stairs. You're talking like glass, heavy glass. So, like, you do not need to go to the gym in my work, I can tell you that. So, like, 5 days a week. I do over 40 hours a week as well. Do not need the gym. Like, my job is workout enough. Some days it's a little easier because you get, like, the easy sort of stuff, but more often than not, like 80% of the time, maybe more, you get the really difficult ones. Thanks, man. See you later. No worries. Have a good time. I will take your word for it. Ooh, double points. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. I'm loving the fluidity, though. I like the gun, the movement, and how the guns feel. I'm happy with that so far.
Help Bellica send a distress call.
Since we can't contact your armies, we must seek what help we can get.
Bellica the Warlock, ever the thorn in my side.
Forget core defense. Keep pace with the orb. Kill anything that moves.
I remember back when I was 14, I was benching 200 for fun and leg pressing 6 plates. 200 pounds, not kg. Jesus. You must have been a fucking hench 14-year-old. To be honest, I don't really, like, other than, like, working that and then coming home and I stream and I like to play football and that as well. I don't have the time to go to the gym. And it's never really been my thing anyway. I, like... My friends do go to the. Some of my friends go to the gym, and they live and die by it. They swear by it, and I can kind of see why, because it does help to sort of promote good feeling in your body. So it can be good for your mental health as well as your physical health. I don't know. It's never really been my thing, to be honest. Probably in the future I might consider it. But like right now, I'd rather be a little chubster. Nah, I'm not really. I mean, I could eat like, I don't know, like 12 meals in one day and it's not going to do anything to me. I have such a fast metabolism, I literally can't, like, I just can't put weight on. It's mental. It just doesn't happen. 1 second, I'm just going to refresh the chat so that I can keep up with it now. Just refresh that there. Oh, it's changed the color of the chat. Awesome. Rank 12. I forgot to activate another double XP. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. God's sake, Joel. I'm 18 now, but like 14, 4 years ago, I stopped lifting because I boxed. But like now, I just believed I was a monster. I still do it. It's not an ego thing. I just believed I could do anything I put my mind to. That's a good way of thinking. That's a good way of thinking, brother. That's true. You should never think because, like, you go to the gym and that other people are going to think you're, like, vain or anything like that. Because that's not what I think. I just think that the way I am, like, the way I look and that, like, I don't really need to improve myself. That's not an ego thing either, like, about me. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time. I just think I'm like, I'm content, or like I'm happy with the way I look and the way I feel. That's like I said, my job keeps me fit. Like, in fairness, I am developing a little bit of a six-pack. It's actually mental.
They kept the trap shut.
Carry on the way I am, I will genuinely look like a stead head. I do work quite hard. Push myself a little bit too much sometimes, to be fair. Shouldn't. Definitely shouldn't. I have a Stalky build, 5'8", at 14-15, and grew to 6 foot. As of now, just an explosive power puncher build with speed. Fair enough. I think I'm about 5'8", 5'9" now. I mean, people still think I'm about 16, 17 years old. People can never believe it when I tell them how old... Well, when they ask... Shit! When they ask how old I am, and I tell them, they just never believe me. Ever. Ooh. Speed Cola. I never bought it. Let me spend this heart. Let's have a look.
I heard stores were different overseas. Understood.
You test my patience.
I'm proud and love myself and always found it hard since I can't remember that I never loved myself, especially how I grew up with the wrong crowd. I hear ya. I hear you there. I mean, I was in a relationship a few years ago now. It's actually crazy how long ago it was. I actually got engaged in said relationship. And after it ended, I did notice pretty quickly that, like, during the whole relationship, I just neglected myself in a way, just to sort of make the other person happy. But yeah, like, it is important to love yourself, because if you, honestly, if you can't love yourself, then how can you love anyone else? Really. When I was 13 and 14, they used to think I was older than I was. See, I'm happy about seeming younger, but it does take the piss sometimes. But yeah, I can imagine, especially height-wise, people probably, like, for your age, people probably thought you were, like, a lot older than you were, yeah. Mine's just because people think, like, I look so young. Like, I've had people say to me before, like, oh, you know, you must, like, have not been working here long, because you probably have just finished school or whatever. I'm like, bro, I finished school, like, 8 years ago. 9 years ago. I was in sixth form, so... what year are we in now? Yeah, 8 years ago. I finished school 8 years ago. And they're like, what? It's like, yeah, bro, I'm 25. Like, how old do you think I am? And they're like, I thought you were about 17, 18. It's like, are you mental? I mean, I got... Like, a couple of weeks ago, I got ID'd. I went to buy a Red Bull for one of my friends. I don't drink Red Bulls. I've never drank energy drinks. It's horrible, but I went to buy an energy drink for one of my friends, a Red Bull, and I got ID'd for it. You have to be 16 to buy them. They thought I was 15. That was a joke. I thought I was 10 years younger than I actually am. It's a piss take, but it's also a compliment, because I look young. And that's kind of nice at the same time. I have youthful looks. I'm really not digging at the minute, this not being able to pause on solo. Because I'd really love to be able to pause and read the chat, honestly. Since I was about 7 or so, I hated myself and had a deeper meaning of thought in life and saw things differently. Maybe things I shouldn't have saw, but I do think it affected me in a bad way. Hey, I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. But I'm glad, like, the place you're in now and the mindset you're in now, like, that you've got to that point, considering where you started, or maybe what you thought of yourself, was good. That you've got to the point where you're at now. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Maybe I grew up faster than others or something, but yeah, I should have stayed off the streets. I hear ya. But you know, at the end of the day, there's no point, like, thinking back about what you could have done. Just appreciate the journey that you've had and just sort of be proud of how far you've come from that and what your past has taught you. You know? You just sort of have to be, like, thankful for that because it's helped you become the person you are today. And that's what I always think about. Like, you know, I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm not the nicest person ever. I'm no angel. I mean, for God's sake, my nickname is Lucifer because I am basically the devil. And there have been times where I have been an asshole. And probably the greatest, purest form of evil. But I do try to be good. I do. And in terms of what's happened to me in the past, I won't get into it, but things have happened. But it's helped me become the person I am today. And I am thankful for that. Because it makes you stronger. Not to sound too cringy, but it does. It makes you more steely. Harder to hurt.
My friends, if cold effects can weaken, he can be beaten. Well done.
Just as of this year, I started to try to love myself and began to understand myself. It's good.
Feeling sluggish,
It's a good start, my friend.
magic steals your demon's power.
Like, if that's one thing I could recommend to people about life, it's that. Try to better yourself. Try to give yourself more time, attention, love. Really give yourself the attention and time that you deserve. It's really important to sort of give yourself a bit of time and attention now and again, because if you don't and you sort of just ignore your own feelings, it can really bottle up and cause problems further down the line. It really can.
I swear the shit I will pour down my throat.
Two things I love, boxing and zombies. I mean, I can kind of sort of agree. I do like watching boxing. I do. Probably the things I love most are football and just gaming in general. Doesn't even have to be necessarily zombies, but if I had to pick, it would be zombies mainly. I just like the way that gaming makes me feel. Sort of an escape. It's like it's my thing. Nobody can really take it away from me. I think that's what I love about it so much. I do love the fact that I don't have to pay for perks. I only have to pay for the upgrades. I do like that. That's something at least. I'll come back when there's upgrades.
Ingenious. Well done.
I can hear a big lad. A Chungus. There he is. Ooh. Ring of Fire. Why is Ring of Fire kind of poo?
Works like a charm.
It's not. I mean, for one, you have to reload. What's going on there, lad? You're one of those followers. Sorry, read way ahead of myself then. You're one of those streamers I feel can get big. You follow a guy at 250 followers and now he's nearly at 20k. Really? By the way, I really appreciate that. I'll be honest with you, like, streaming and content creation in general, it's never really been about, like, the numbers and stuff for me. I know you probably heard that before and it sounds dead cliche, but it's not. It's never been about that for me. Honestly. Like, I only ever started making videos on YouTube purely so that my friends and I had a place to sort of, like, store our memories. Like, our gaming moments. And we could just... If we all had, like, a gaming night or a night where we were watching, like, YouTube and that together, we could watch our old memories and enjoy them and have a laugh. Rather than just thinking about them and talking about them, we could watch them. And then I sort of developed a love for playing by myself as well and solo. And then I realized I could stream and have chats with other people like now. And it just sort of developed into that. Like, yeah, I'll say it. I'd love to have, like, 20,000 followers or something. Like, imagine the conversations I could have, like, with you guys, and then you guys are having conversations with other people as well while I'm playing games. Like, it's just, I love that thought. I love that. I love boxing history. I love boxing history and practice it with all the gifts I was born with, like my natural speed and my one-punch knockout ability in my hand. Since I could honestly remember, ain't no one ever wanted. I dig that. Being able to hit someone, one punch, bang, right in the kisser, flat out. Whoa. Ding ding, motherfucker. Sorry. Ding ding, mother. I apologize. Foul language. Yeah, he is called Faustography? Faustography? May have just butchered the pronunciation there. Faustography? I have never heard of them. But yeah, fair play. From like 250 to 20k, that's class. To play fight or real fight? I mean, I've had fights in the past. I don't condemn fighting. Unless it's like boxing or wrestling or something like that, because it's a sport. But actual fighting, I don't really... Sorry, I do condemn. I don't condone it. Got mixed up there. I don't condone fighting.
Steals our power. Take it back.
Yeah. Did I pronounce it right? Holy crap. I struggled a bit. But, yeah. Hey. I do love that, though. Watching, like, people go from, like, maybe, like, 2 subs to, like, 2 million or something like that. Like, I kind of pride myself on the fact that I watched JJ, like, KSI, from the very beginning. Like, he had, like, 100 subs when I subbed to him. But back then I didn't have a YouTube account to begin with, so I was watching him from, like, near into the very beginning. You know, I watched that man start from nothing all the way up to the top. And, like, as a viewer, so proud of that man. So proud of him. The lengths he's gone to, the strides he's made, all the different things that he's tried, especially with boxing and music. Like, he's never shied from anything. He's tried so many different things. He's always succeeded. He smashes everything that he does. He never takes an L. The man only takes W's. I love that about him. Honestly, like, so proud of, like, everything he's done. Never say a bad word about him. Such a cool guy as well. So, like, humble and genuine. I think one thing that everyone loved was the fact that after all the shit that him and Logan Paul, like, spoke to each other, they became friends. And everyone was like, that's the wholesome content that we needed in the world right now. Especially with that thing that we won't talk about going around. Making a menace of itself. You know, we need wholesome things now and again. So it helps you get through the day.
Right in the noggin.
Pow, right in the noggin. I thought he was going to say pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Well, thank you again, guys, for like sticking with me and watching the stream again, supporting me. I really appreciate it. Like, honestly, really, really do.
Blew your bogey brains out.
Oh, one more to do. Find the Sin Eater and overload it. The Sin Eater. Like, that sounds so cool. Sin Eater. That is so cool. I can't wait to see where they bring this narratively and with new maps and stuff. Like, honestly, I do sort of hope they make a Shino like round-based survival map to pair with this, because maybe if I get a bit bored of Dare and Fang, I could hop onto Shino Nuba and just play a straight up survival map, round-based. And then if I get bored of that, I can hop onto this and play Dare and Fang again and play like an Outbreak hybrid. I think that's the best option for them right now, is to just throw a couple of survival maps in there. Just to sort, not so much just appease the community, because I don't think you should just do things to make people happy. But I do think it would be a good move, just for allowing people to have more options. That's the only reason I would say it. You know who else exploded on the platform of zombies? Was that guy named Samuel. The 17 in his channel exploded. Just from Cold War Zombies, I believe you can too as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, you guys are being way too nice. Honestly. Stop it!
Keep your ghostly partners strong. We are certainly in this together. Help Bellic
I don't know if I could say this game's living up to my expectations, because I don't know really what my expectations were. If that makes sense. I think I was expecting, in a way, sort of like a Cold War vibe and experience, but it's more... It says I'm level 6, but I'm definitely not level 6. I'm level 12. But it's more like Modern Warfare gameplay-wise, but then you've got the zombies from Cold War. It's like a hybrid in itself, actually. Not just the game mode, not just the map and that, but the actual gameplay and feel. But yeah, like, I am enjoying it, which is the most important thing, really. Because if I wasn't enjoying it, I can tell you right now, I'd have played that one game and I'd have just gone. I'd have gone and played something else, or I would have ended the stream. But I am enjoying it. I really am. I hope they improve it in certain aspects. Do something different. Add new maps in and stuff. I'm down to continue. Yo. Well, that's that guy from the reveal trailer. Let me have a look. Let me have a look in the chat. Noah J, Lexfire. Oh, Lex, sorry. And Milo don't like Vanguard from what I'm seeing. I did see a few tweets from Milo before, and it seems like they aren't, like, crazy about it. Which is a shame. To sum it up from what they said, it's lackluster and is not worth 60 buckos. I guess I could kind of agree that I don't think, again, like I said earlier, the content that's available from launch probably isn't worth the retail price, the full price. I wouldn't say it's worth that, but I wouldn't say it sucks or, like, it's lackluster. I think it's definitely lacking in some aspects, but I think it has a lot to offer as well. I mean, I'm having fun with it. And by that logic, I shouldn't be having any fun with it. And I know it's different for everyone. You know, some people will enjoy certain things and certain people won't. But usually, like, I can say with chess that usually things that Milo enjoys, I probably would enjoy, because we're sort of on the same path, so to speak.
Belakar and I collaborated on
You like narrative a lot.
I'm a bit surprised it
Gameplay, I'm sort of different in that aspect because I am good at the gameplay. And he's good. But I think he struggles more with the gameplay than other people. But narratively, he's like way ahead. He's better with the story than he is the gameplay, for sure. That's not a shot, by the way. That's just me being complimentary of the fact that he's so big brain when it comes to narrative. It's actually crazy. Oh, attack dogs. Yes, in zombies. Let's go. They said it has the ability to be great, but as where it stands, it's going to die in about 8 weeks or so, maybe. I mean, it could. It very well could. I mean, I'm surprised they even said 8 weeks. But, I mean, people said the same thing about Cold War, to be fair. At certain stages, they said that would die off, and a lot of people still play Cold War. Especially zombies. I mean, I'd like to say that it can stay, like, up in player numbers and people will enjoy it. I hope people stick with it until Season 1 and then we can see what they bring with Season 1 in terms, like, for zombies, like, whether it's new little regions to Dare Anfang or whether they just bring a new map in as a whole. Maybe put a round-based map in there, or maybe give us the side maps like Shino in Dare Anfang and give us them as survival maps, round-based ones. You know, they're all possibilities. I hope they consider it. I'm not saying they should do it. Well, actually, I am saying they should do it. But, you know, I hope they at least consider it. They probably have considered it. I don't know why I'm saying that. You know, it's not like developers don't just consider things. They do. There we go. That feels more like Ring of Fire. It's just the reloading thing that doesn't. It's about 8 weeks because they're going to add the stuff in during January. That makes sense. That does make sense. Oh, so you get achievements based on what field upgrade you use. Ooh. Neat as. Right, yeah, I probably should transport this. I've just been stood here killing stuff for like the longest time, ignoring the orb. And being like, oh, why is this not ended yet? Probably because you haven't moved it in like 10 years, Joel. I kind of... What happened to me there? I stuttered. I can kind of understand why they're saying it, but... I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm happy about the fact that I'm enjoying it. I think if I wasn't enjoying it, like I said, I'd be gone. I think they quickly need to add more regions, objectives, and whatnot to Dare Anfang if they can't add a RAM-based map in yet. I think that's pivotal because it will become very stale very quickly otherwise. I think that's one thing they've probably considered. Like Milo and Lex and Noah, they've probably realized that very quickly you'll be playing the same regions, same objectives every single time you go into the map. Yeah, man, you've been killing mobs for so long, Arsenal won the Champions League. Well, I know that ain't true. They ain't never win the Champions League. And I can say that with chest. Is this on? Ooh, hello.
Give this
let's go upgrade some perks.
You are fools to do Kraft's bidding. But once you are dead, you will answer my commands.
The regions and new objectives are going to be added during Season 1 on December 2nd. Okay, I dig that then. I dig that, because it's not too long to wait, really. I think I've booked time off work for Season 1 as well, I'm pretty sure. If not, I will do. Or I'll try at least. I hope no one else is off. But because it's coming up to Christmas, people stop booking time off like crazy. But either way, I will be off, hopefully. If I have to pull a sickie, I'll just pull a sickie. Never pull sickies. Just asking, do you stream every day? Not normally. Usually my whole thing with streaming is that I usually stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But that plan sort of went out the window when I found myself streaming like near enough every day. It's sort of just like the base standard setup and schedule is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So I will always stream on those days. Always stream on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, no matter what. But sometimes you will often find secret surprise streams on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. You will often find that. But it's sort of from time to time. I know it's a little chaotic, but because I have a lot of stuff going on, like with work and other things, it's hard to stream every day. But I would love to. I'd love to stream every day. I mean, this week I'll probably be streaming every day. But from what I'm seeing, the consensus from the community is the game's dead on arrival, sadly. I imagine probably for a lot of people, they are, like, quite disappointed. Don't tell me I'm going to have to be that guy that sort of just is the only one that's happy with the game. I've never been that guy before. I've seen people be that guy before. But I never imagined I'd have to be that guy. Am I going to have to be that guy? Guys, am I going to have to be the guy that is, like, super positive and just tries to see the best in the game? Tell me, is that me? Is that going to be me? What do you guys reckon? Is that going to be me? Should I just quit while I'm ahead? Tier 4 speed cola really making the difference there.
Looks promising.
Ah, you missed. JC was that guy during BO4, 100%. Everyone else was like crapping on the game consistently. JC was like, oh my god, look at this! Oh my god, look what they've done here!
Requisitioning this for sure.
You feel for him in a way. Because he was trying. He was trying to enjoy the game. What? Stop spawning stuff on me randomly. What if I was reading the chat there and it was super important and you just spawned stuff on me? Bro. Like, do you reckon I'm going to have to be that guy that just, you know, remains positive and just sort of reminds people like, hey, you know, we should give it a chance? You reckon I'll be that guy? You reckon I'll be the JC of BO4, but to Vanguard zombies? I don't want to have to be, but, you know, I may end up being that guy. I imagine I'm not the only person that's enjoying it. I could strongly assume that I'm not the only person enjoying it. But yeah, like you said, the general consensus is that the majority, if not all of the community, is sort of in a way crapping on the game. I mean, I'll be playing this after stream. And I'll be playing it before the stream tomorrow. And then after the stream. And then before the stream. And then after the stream. I'll be playing it consistently. Day in, day out now. The only time I'll be streaming other games is once I've reached max rank for each season. Not like the level 1000, but once I hit level 200 or whatever it is, like in Cold War. I will still stream it, but I won't stream it as often because obviously I like to do a variety of games. But yeah, that's what I like to do, is I like to at least get the max rank for the season before I start streaming other games again. And it doesn't happen that often, obviously, because the season begins and then you've got like 2 months before the next season. And I usually have the bloody season finished in like a week, if that. Yeah, let's go to the next portal. Get some points, start leveling our perks up again. Yeah, I've not even looked at Twitter, to be honest. I should, just to see what everyone's saying. I'm going to open it now. Okay, we've got to go. I'll see you next time. Hey, no problem. Hey, thank you for coming along anyway. I really appreciate it. And interacting. Thank you for the support, honestly. Have a good time anyway. Have a good night, a good day. Whatever time it is for you right now. Stay safe, stay happy. Don't worry. Be happy. No worries. I haven't even bothered to look how long I've been streaming for. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours and 42 minutes. Yo, time has flown. I like these blitz ones. It's just straight up killing. Suits me down to the ground. Ooh. No, I'm just gonna grab this. Yeah, he died. So what is being said right now? Let's have a look. What's Milo saying? Not a lot, to be fair. I think everyone's either playing the game right now or has just like dipped out. What do you reckon? Should I do a video on Vanguard Zombies, like the general reception of it? Just like, should I say my thoughts on it, or should I just sort of leave it? What do you reckon? I could get that out tonight. I've still got to finish my highlight video from my stream of Poppy Playtime. I've cut the original stream down, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube. Sort of a funny moments highlight video, because it is really funny, to be fair. I think I might do a sort of video talking about my thoughts on Vanguard Zombies, possibly. I don't know. What do you reckon? Would that be something that you're interested in? Do you reckon people would want to hear that? Some people probably be like, nah, I don't care, mate. I've seen it. It's crap. Some people might be like, yeah, I appreciate your thought and your opinion. I could title it Vanguard Zombies, is it good or is it bad? Or just Vanguard Zombies, good or bad?
Start looking around.
I can't even see the lad properly.
But once you are dead, you will answer my command.
Bang. Well, that really hurt, actually. I don't know why I punched him. That was a terrible idea. It's like punching a shark on the nose and not expecting it to maul you to death. Why would you even bother?
Fools! You came a long way just to die.
Yeah, well, you're a bitch, Cortifex. How about that?
Lights out, asshole. I'll carpet bomb all your ass.
I'm really looking forward to the main quests and stuff being brought in. Whether or not they added main quest to Dare Anfang, I don't see why they wouldn't. But, you know, game developers and that, they work in mysterious ways. Maybe they have different plans for Dare Anfang. Sort of like an introduction.
You will answer my commands.
Right on target.
What's that?
Assault rifle? What the hell else you gonna do with it?
Ooh. We'll keep that. It's a quick fire rate on that. No, I want Deadshot. I want to upgrade Deadshot. Stamina up is okay for now.
Fools to do craft's bidding. But once you are dead, you
Purely because
commands.
I don't have to travel all that far to go anywhere right now.
Definitely an acquired taste.
I think that's done now, is it? Tier 4? Aye.
Aim for the
Whoosh.
brain pan.
Headshot damage. Ooh, double points. Oh, there's a big lad upstairs. There he is. Is it just the one or two?
Stern
Just the one.
more like worm.
Just the one. Thank God.
Try that again.
Pardon me. Just did like a quiet inside burp.
Bogey brains out.
I don't know why, if it was quiet, I had to say pardon me, but it was just instinct.
Feels like I'm doing all the work around here. That was head off. Sorry, you slack-jawed losers, but I like my elbow room.
Hopefully I can grind out a lot of guns. Quite early on post-launch. I'd love to get the assault rifles done quickly so I can move on. Machine pistol, nah. Let's get the blue perk upgraded next. The quick revive-ish perk. I don't want to call it quick revive because I don't know if it helps you revive people yet. I think it's just health regen.
Nice. Were you a craftsman before the war?
No. Nor am I now. I'm just awesome.
That cup is sacred. Do not waste the drop.
Yes, sir. Really digging this STG, though. Really like this STG.
Humans, my friends.
It just feels nice. Don't know what it is.
Remember, court effects won't make this easy for us.
One thing I will do next time, by the way, I can set it up now very quickly. I'll pop it on there. I think I might need to move it actually because it might be in the way of some stuff.
Ignore that idiot.
But
And fail.
I'm gonna put the chat box on the screen. Just because I have going on here? Is the server lagged out? Oh, it's fully lagged out, hasn't it? Yeah. Just gonna quit. Just gonna quit because it's gonna screw me either way. That's really annoying because I was having a lot of fun there. So yeah, I'm gonna put the chat box on screen if I can, because I don't know if you guys have realized, but I'm multi-streaming Twitch and YouTube. If you didn't know by now, so I'd love to be able to have you guys see, if you're on the Twitch side, see the YouTube chat, and then if you're on the YouTube side, see the Twitch chat, and you can talk to each other as well as me. I think that would be good, but I just don't know where to put the chat box because there seems to be shit all over the screen on Vanguard Zombies. I'm going to try and put the chat over there. So then when you guys are chatting, you can read each other's messages. I feel like that's a nice thing. Mercury silencer. Barrel. There we go. What's that got on it? Aim down sight speed, okay. Oh, we want that Mark III reflector. Boom, 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 boom. Reptilian. Get 10 rapid kills. That's probably easy enough on its own as well. Pack-a-punch kills. Simple enough. Eliminations might take a bit of time because you have to play games in long periods. The completionist. I'm not sure about the Dark Ether camo, bro. Like, green? I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. I'll be honest. Oh, I've finished the surgical ones already. That was the critical kills. Nice. Okay. Alright. I can dig that. I can dig that. Still says I've got new stuff. That's going to annoy the crap out of me. I can tell you that right now. But, yeah, nearly streamed for 3 hours. So, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to leave that off. I'm going to leave it there, sorry, for tonight. And I'll be back again, possibly for 2 streams tomorrow. Earlier on and then at the same time tomorrow night. Still playing Vanguard Zombies. We're just going to smash it, just have a load of fun. Talk in the chat, all the usual stuff. But for now, I am going to leave it there for tonight, just because I'm getting a bit hungry. I need to have my dinner and then get sorted for tomorrow. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I just want to again thank you. Want to say thank you again for all the support. Like, honestly, I really appreciate it. Like, it's incredible. Thank you. Also, Winter Boulder, very quickly, you did sub, but for some reason it didn't show up on the notifications. So on the next stream, when I stream again and it shows up, I will click the button for you so it does come up. Because I hate it when it doesn't show the notifications on the YouTube side. It bothers me so much. But yeah, thank you all again for the support, honestly. If you enjoyed the stream, or you're watching it back as a video for some reason, make sure to hit that like button. Pardon me. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you know when I go live or upload a new video. And if you're on the Twitch side, make sure to hit that follow button. You know, we started the stream off at 24. We're at 26. We're at 26. We're finding people wanting to follow. Why not click the follow button? Really appreciate it. And also, my social links are in the description below if you want to follow my Twitter or Instagram. You want to join the Discord, that's in there as well. So, yes. Other than that, guys, I had a lot of fun tonight. It was great. It was a lot of fun talking to you all and playing the game. Really enjoying it so far. I know a lot of people aren't, and that's fine as well. But I am. I'm having fun with it so far. And I'm ready for the grind to unlock camos, to level up, waiting for the Easter eggs, new maps, you name it. I'm ready for it. So, yes. Again, thank you for watching and supporting, and I guess I will see you all tomorrow on the next stream. Oh, phone's going off. I'll see you all then, guys. Hades out.